Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is feeling good today as we get ready to kickstart the day off with some StarCraft 2 on another beautiful week. Another beautiful Monday. I am here, I promise. I'm not actually a black hole. Sick. Alright. I'll pull the blinds down. It's a little bit too light in here. Get that natural sunlight away. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, what's up, Mind Explosion? Thank you so much for the bits. Hope everyone is feeling good and has had a great weekend. Almost back to 700. We were already at 700. We hit 700. We hit our goal. We're on the decrease again now, I think. And it definitely will be, because I'm not here after the day for a couple of weeks. I actually don't really have anything in my schedule for a while. So yeah, I'm taking the entire rest of this week off. Getting married, come back. Probably talking about like next Friday or so. We maybe do some replays or something. Maybe on Thursday as well I could do some stuff. Yeah, there's probably going to be a bunch of stuff I can do. I just need to get back in. Probably Thursday next week. After today, so that's a what? Solid 10-day break. Yeah. So I'll be gone for a little bit. It does get a little bit busier after that. I'm going to have to sort out TLMC and stuff, so... yeah. When is the bracket live? Bracket has been live for 5 minutes already. Ay. This guy not in the correct chat channel, unbelievable. Did I do my bachelor party on stream? I may as well have. I feel like I've done nothing but stream lately. Okaji, I said I'm getting married. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been talking about it non-stop for like weeks on stream, it feels like, so there need not be some, yeah, I don't know. It is my last stream before getting married. You know, I've got it in the title to just, you know, farm a couple of subs or something. Yeah. But, yeah, that is this weekend, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? I've been kind of counting down to it, just like, you know, working through the point that this is going to be happening soon for like a long time, and now we're like legitimately very close. So yeah, we'll be getting into some StarCraft soon. I'm not sure what we're actually going to go into. We might sit and just chat for a little bit, guys, and wait for a round 2 matchup. I'm doing a little bit of admin right now. I'd kind of like to watch Clem ByuN round 2. I know ByuN's just gone in game. I don't think ByuN should have a super long series ahead of him, so maybe we can just wait for ByuN and then we go into ByuN versus Clem in the round of 16 to start us off today. When am I coming back to Vancouver, Canada? Yeah, not for a while, I guess. Unfortunately, there's no reason to go to Vancouver. I mean, I guess whenever there's a big StarCraft event in Vancouver. Yeah, I don't have much freedom to travel outside of work, to be honest. I already have stuff planned with Helen for like the next 4 years, it feels like. We have so many places we want to go. Yeah, I liked Vancouver when I went, though. It was a cool place. It was a cool place at a cool time, and that was a fun event as well, the BTSL. That was cool. Hey, what's up, Danny the Veteran? How you doing? Thank you so much for the 38-month resub. Hello to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, I think we're probably going to wait for ByuN to come out of game. We can maybe jump into like a game 2, or we could just wait for him versus Clem to be ready. I'm not sure if he's even on this server anymore, so... yeah, I think we'll probably just wait for ByuN a little bit, guys, and just sit and chat for a few minutes here early. And just get us started off and settled in a little bit, and then, like I say, full send it once we get that matchup ready. But yeah, WardiTV Mondays 50. Amazing that we've been here for 50 editions. I mean, this itself is obviously a pretty cool thing. 50 editions of the Monday Cup. I mean, that basically is almost a full year of Monday Cups. Obviously, there's been a couple of weeks we've missed out on. But yeah, we've been doing this thing for like a year now, which is crazy that we've been able to keep it consistent over a year. It's actually very sick that we've been able to keep it going for so long. So shout out to everyone that keeps on tuning in, playing, watching, all those kind of things. I really appreciate it. It's genuinely very cool. 54 will be special. Why will 54 be special? I feel like I've got like one of Ellie's hairs in the back of my throat. I just feel something like tickling at me. Yay. Oh, 52? No, I'm not gonna do any special events or anything. I just I think realistically we just keep on. The problem is, I mean, how do you make it special? You put more prize money in. I don't have money to make a special edition of this tournament. We are broke when it comes to running tournaments and prize money and stuff. Like, we are scratching the bottom of the barrel to keep doing what we're already doing. It's not been an easy year in that regard, so yeah, we just I mean, the fact we have the Monday is still at 400. I honestly didn't think we'd be able to maintain $400 a week for the Monday Cup. But like I said, obviously Loco, Winter, OSC have helped support these events, and without them, $400 a week is very, very expensive to put on, so spreading that cost a lot across everybody really does help. So that's the only reason why I genuinely here still with the Mondays, at least with them being $400. I mean, there was a very realistic time where I don't even know if we were looking at $400 for this event initially. But yeah, it's crazy that we've done 50 editions at $400, because when you stop to think, and we've actually done 51, I guess, officially, but that's like $20,000 of prize money since we started this event up. Our first edition was September the 9th last year, so actually, so yeah, we really, I guess we didn't, yeah, because we didn't start straight away. I took a week or two before I started this for some reason, because something was going on then. What was it? Yes, I was away. Yes, I was away. So there was EWC, we came back from EWC. There was ESL Cups for a week or two after EWC. And then I went away I was away Monday to Wednesday for the first weekend of September. So yeah, I was away. And then we started off on the September 9th, yeah, so yeah, it really is coming up to a full year, huh? Our stream's going to continue after marriage? Nope. The only reason I've streamed all this time is because, yeah, the only reason I've streamed all this time is because I had to pay for the wedding, so once we're done, that's it. It's been fun, guys. Crazy. I've been over on Twitch and YouTube for you for like 7 years now, super thankful. Something common and chill, Wardy and SC2, hell yeah. You heard that next year GSL Code S will be the last GSL in SC2, is that confirmed? Nobody knows any, I mean, the next year's GSL does not even exist right now. There's not even any kind of confirmation or anything of that, so yeah, GSL next year will probably only exist if EWC renews with StarCraft 2 and helps support GSL as part of its qualifier system. So yeah, GSL has probably gone outside of that, to be honest. It's probably gone. But I mean, it might not be. But GSL has not been GSL for a long time anyway. It's sad to say, but it's also just the reality of it. Alright, guys, like I say, we're just waiting up for a result or two to come through. Nothing really happened on the bracket yet. We're waiting for the ByuN match to finish to follow him in versus Clem, unless there's an upset, in which case I'd love to see who the hell Reha is, and yeah, and follow them through to see what they can do if they beat ByuN. So yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit. We'll just chill and chat for a little bit of time, then we can get going. So StarCraft is coming. I should really start doing like longer intros on these things. Like, I never get into a round 1 match anymore. I'm always busy as these events have grown and there's more like round of 32 matchups. There's never that kind of round of 16 match that's just worth jumping into straight away. And then I'm always like adminning, so I don't jump into anything because nothing looks enticing, and then we just end up sitting here and talking. Should really start us at like 1:15 or something. Best tournaments mean that all players like ByuN, Hero, Sword will have no reason to play if they can't make money, and since S tier is not new players, then coming in the game could slowly die. I mean, GSL's not exactly been a fountain of money for a long time. At the end of the day, StarCraft will probably change a lot. I mean, EWC will continue to maintain a lot of players if it happens, but I mean, GSL has not exactly been super crazy for a while. I mean, last year's GSL prize pool was like, it was okay, don't get me wrong, but like, it's not the make or break, right? There's a lot of good online events going on. I think the thing is as people really kind of, as StarCraft 2 changes, everything will adapt. And I do think there's still potential for more community stuff to pop up and to happen, right? But we're just not seeing that community stuff yet because people, it's difficult to know how much space there's going to be in this calendar and stuff like that. So yeah, but obviously it's sad if something doesn't happen, but I don't think at the end of the day, I don't know if StarCraft 2 is just going to die. Like, there's people that play other RTS games that are much older than StarCraft, that have been much worse space for longer than StarCraft, that was still absolutely, you know, pumping. And it might not be for everyone anymore, but that's just going to be part of the adaptation process. ByuN did get 2-0, so ByuN Clem should be coming up. Don't see Clem online just yet, but I'll just go and have a hunt around for these guys, because that would be a great opening match for us. Up some servers, see if anyone's about. Okay, honestly, the biggest issue with StarCraft 2 is just the dedication it takes to even begin to be near the top, you know? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. There's a lot of, like, up-and-coming players in Europe and young players in Europe that are getting better and better. But, man, like, they've been grinding for so long and they're still, like, it still feels like they're a mountain away from making it to the top, you know? Up and coming for 5 years. Yeah, because that's how long it takes to break into the top level. It's like, we forget it, but like, you know, the top players right now are also up and coming for a lot of time, no? Like, it's crazy. Like, you think about Clem, he was playing for a long time before he became very good. Max. I mean, you know, I remember when Showtime was just kind of a German guy. He was like a name on the wind that was kind of like, you know, garnering some attention. Like, getting to that level in SC2 is extremely tough. It's really crazy. What's up, Flyjack? And thank you so much for the 29-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. I see ByuN. I just don't see Clem. I'll give him a poke. Maybe we can move towards some round of 16 action. Hopefully very soon. Just the hope. Alright, ByuN and Clem, what are you doing? Perfect. Clem was, I couldn't find Clem, but it's because I was looking at the wrong part of the lobby. Smart as always. Bum 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 bum. Cool. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go into Clem ByuN, guys. Like I say, thank you for a little bit of patience. Farewell, Wardy, will miss you. Yeah, I know. It's not going to be the same anymore. I know what's going to happen as well. You know, I'm going to get married, and then everyone's going to be like, whoa, Wardy's not just this hot single StarCraft streamer anymore. Unsubbed. Yep, I know. I already see it happening. I know. Everyone, I know what you all subscribe for, that hope and that dream, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Hammerfaust? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. We are counting down into game, guys. Thank you for your patience once again. Appreciate y'all. Let's take it into some action and get this ready to go. Let's jump into Tokamak. So, let's get this going as we head into the bottom left-hand side. We're going to have ourselves the blue Protoss player is going to be Team Liquid's Clem. You'll unsub because I didn't marry you. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I just, you know, our current sub goal is like 700. It's going to become 500. People are going to be like, no, that's it. It's going to be minus 200 expectation easily. What, he does have a life besides StarCraft? I know. Well, you know, I met Helen through StarCraft, so, you know, it's kind of interconnected. It's kind of woven in. Top right hand side, the Red Terran player from the Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN as we get into game number 1 of a best of 3. I'm going to throw you onto Coca. I think he actually does observe pretty decently. And I'm going to sit back and enjoy some StarCraft 2. I can enjoy some games for the last time for a couple of weeks, or well, a week and a half or so. And I bet I'm going to be back to streaming what feels like absolutely no time at all. This is going to be one of those things where it's like, I'm going to be like, right, guys, it's going to be like 10 days, I'll see. And then I'm going to be like, whoa, guys, how are we already back? What the hell? The last 3 days just disappeared. So, yeah, that legitimizes the wedding. Nice. Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Yeah, me and Helen met via... so, this is kind of a funny story. So, we didn't meet at DreamHack Valencia, but we met because of DreamHack Valencia. So it was DreamHack Valencia, and you guys all know exactly which one this is. You guys remember when Haas made the finals against and played against Cyril in the finals of Valencia? It was that Valencia. So Helen went as just a StarCraft fan, a viewer. I just went as StarCraft nerd. You know, I wasn't hired for events in that year, so I just went because Valencia was a place that we went to pretty much every year. So it was like one of the holiday places, and then after Valencia, we'd sometimes do Home Story Cup straight after, or we'd stay in Valencia for a while. But anyways, so the reason that me and Helen met is actually because of Haas. Because Haas made the finals, and when Haas was in the finals, he was obviously doing all the Haas builds. This is when he was doing like the Zealot Oracle stuff, and all of these silly things, and he, like I say, he made the finals. It was crazy. Beat Nurture on the way there and stuff. He took game 1 of the finals as well, if you guys remember, because Cyril tried to do something weird, and then Cyril was like, well, screw that, I'll just play normally the rest of this series. But yeah, so the TLDR is, obviously, everyone like the Haas strategies, you know, all the other pros were like, oh, this is hilarious, like it's just Haas doing Haas things. So everyone was making signs which said XD, like an XD face, because that was the kind of we just imagined Haas would be like XD, I zealot oracled you again, lol. So we were all making XD signs, and apparently Helen saw that we were making signs, but couldn't see what the sign said. So Helen followed me on Twitter because she wanted to see if I posted a picture of what the sign said, because apparently she saw me taking a picture of them or something. And then when she followed me on Twitter, I was like, oh my god, I was like, whoa. She lives near me. This is actually like the weirdest thing. I was like, whoa. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, she literally lives like 10 minutes away from me, and she likes StarCraft. I didn't know anyone that lives near me likes StarCraft, so this was really cool. So we started chatting about StarCraft, and then here we are getting married. Isn't that crazy? And literally because of Haas. I wasn't even like a cool caster back then, you know? No one had their eyes on me. Oh, yeah. So thanks, Haas. I appreciate that random ass run you made in Valencia. Yeah, I actually stayed in Valencia a few days after. So I was in Valencia when because we stayed like maybe a few days after, and I was in Valencia when she followed me. Because I guess she followed me like a couple days after or something. And I remember we started talking like that day because I just messaged her. I was like, "Wow, that's actually crazy. Like you live in like the you live where you live." And she was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I had no idea you're from there." I'm like, "Yeah." So anyways, I was talking to her for that evening, and we went on like a bar crawl, and I was with Irene, which is Austin's wife. And I was talking to Irene. I was like, she was like, "Who do you keep texting?" I was like, "Oh, talking to this girl. She lives near me. She was at Valencia." And she was like, "Oh, you met her?" I'm like, No. I just followed me on Twitter and stuff." So anyway, I was talking to Irene about it. Now, Irene and Helen are like besties. Irene's going to be the maid of honor this weekend, so isn't that just... the whole story is very interlinked and kind of crazy. Yeah, and everyone was just having a great time in this bar crawl, and meanwhile, I'm just like on my phone freaking DMing Helen like, oh my god, like, yeah, well, like, what? Crazy. So anyway, there's some StarCraft history for y'all, which is not really related to StarCraft, but yeah, worth it. Yeah, I mean, we were in Valencia for a few days, so we already had a lot of nights drinking, to be honest. But yeah, kind of actually genuinely a very cool story. Anyways, that was fun. And now here we are, as we get a few Marines and a couple tanks stepping through. A couple Stalkers are going to come stepping forward and actually picking away a couple of the Marines. Just going to be seeing a couple of the tanks taking the chance to press forward. Stimpack combat shield and +1. All on the way up. So ByuN getting into that powerful bio army and those upgrades. Going to have the Raven for some harassment here. Already hitting the third base and will put himself toward the naturals. He has an option of mineral lines to jump into. He gets 2 probes, 3 probes easily. Late pullback from Clem, who picks off a tank in the center though. So 1 tank already going down. That's going to be a major weakening to that portion of the army. The 5 probes is really nice for ByuN, but I feel like he just wants to get away with the main force because at the moment, he does not have the power to stick around on the map and continue to, you know, go for all of that, so. Storm coming up, gates coming through. It's going to have the feedback dropping onto the Raven, so that's going to be losing a little bit of its energy as well. So yeah, we're just going to be seeing the bio tank just making its way out down to the bottom. Just gonna see the bio actually gonna jump in, head towards the battery. A couple of Stalkers still joining up. Just gonna see the pylon going down. Battery falls. These High Templar are not ready with Storm, by the way. So ByuN's getting a good stim on this. Be more for the Archon. I'm gonna target fire down the Immortal. I don't love it. Oh, that other Archon nearly goes down to the mine shot. Just about gets pulled away. This could have been huge. ByuN could have had so many probes. Instead, he kills the first Archon. That's fine. But well, did he even kill the first Archon? Does it count going to units lost type if it dies while it's morphing? I'm actually not sure. But I think the Archon just... I mean, he just spent so much damage without actually killing anything, basically. And he could have obviously had a ton of probes, because all those probes were pulled in tanking. So he could have just killed a ton of workers, which would have been amazing. Didn't happen, though. One more storm coming down. The ByuN going to step away. Concussive shells and the armor upgrade coming up as well. So you bring all that through. The army of Clem chasing the army of ByuN down for a few more moments. It's going to push that away as the ghost comes about. Armor upgrade and concussive shells coming through. It's a couple ghosts actually in production right now. As our army steps back over and starts to work through the rocks for a little bit. The attack upgrade building as well. And yeah, a couple ghosts, marines, medevacs continuing to build on up right now as we just have extra marines, the ghosts coming about. This army going to settle down onto the ramp. We see a little bit of the bio coming through. A couple of the zealots going down as well. A lot of shots coming in. Is so much, yeah. Coke is pointing out there's a lot of units just back over there, including Ghost, which could have really been useful here to EMP early in this fight. Now we drop the EMP. Do we actually have the chance to chase in for the High Templar? Wouldn't mind in the back. Actually takes the attention for a moment, but the High Templars will live. Another auto turret coming in. The probes getting nibbled at. Battery actually saved them for a little bit, but they pulled back a little bit too soon. Auto turret, sorry, was not gone. As Clem's still trying to fight in, but I think ByuN's going to be okay to hold. It's going to be a prism into the main base instead. Clem trying to mix up the attention and go a bit of a different route. Oh, it's a big storm as well, as that one is going to catch in a big way. Like I said, it's the prism in the main base. That's the problem. The Vikings are going to go over there now, but the Zealots are warped in already, so we have to do a full pullback and retreat. And like I say, we should be able to knock the prism down. How much do we lose at the front? ByuN's going to evacuate from the third base. The prism in the main is going to be the pull apart that Clem needed to really get his feet steadied in this game, because it did not feel like he was really breaking through to any sort of extraordinary amount. But now 20 SCVs went down, and Clem is going to be extremely happy as he backs off onto a fourth base. A few more units warping in back at home as well. Marine Marauder coming up, the +2 attack upgrade halfway done. We had the Colossus and the Forge in also. Bio settling still through the middle of the map as ByuN tries to resteady himself here after what was honestly a pretty good start that obviously has turned a little bit shaky for him, unfortunately. It's definitely been taking a few moments in some worse directions. Williams pressing through. Storm on the Marines going to be pretty painful. A couple of Archons tanking up in front. Immortal Zelds continue through. Clem's going to have too much. He did too much damage on the other side. He was very close to being held off. The Prism in the main was really the dagger in the heart that absolutely struck just as ByuN was looking good. It was the glancing shot that did everything it needed to. Fantastic stuff there. And we already ourselves into game number 2 in a couple of moments. Clem in the replay for a second, though, because I don't think he's necessarily super happy that this was kind of as close as it was, which it was, to be fair, as well. This was a little bit of a tight affair. Any other results to talk on? Shin and Classic are going to meet in the round of 16. That's another great round of 16 match. Clem, ByuN, Showtime, Hearthstone waiting for their next opponent. Solar versus Eba. A lot of just expectant kind of advancements so far. Nothing surprising really just yet. We take ourselves a chance to jump into Persephone here in a couple of moments. Yeah, pretty fun bracket today. Obviously, we do randomize the bracket apart from... We pulled the top 4 from last week up to the top. So if you placed top 4 last week, you will not play one of these other top 4 guys until the semifinals at the earliest. But it does leave all the other players around to kind of, get in your way, and it does mix up the matchups, which is why you see a Shin Classic round of 16. Like I say, that's a fun one. Hero will play the winner of that most likely, which is, yeah, a little bit crazy. Well, Chrono Boost on the Nexus, as we just see the probes on the way out for a few moments. And Clem has that 1-0 lead, as we should probably set the scoreboard up as well. ByuN in this bottom left-hand side. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Carp Fan, as well. Appreciate it. Once we settle down, the game 2. Will I be selling merch for my wedding? I should have done. Yeah, that would have been smart, right? We could have really made something with this. I don't know what, but we could have done something, surely. Hmm. Look, I tell you what, I'll just take a couple of the bits and bobs from the wedding. You know, a couple of the things that are left over at the end, and I'll just get some people to sign them. We'll just sell those off afterwards, okay? Signed table number. Signed by the elite of StarCraft 2 brackets that attended the wedding. Disclaimer, not all of the StarCraft 2 elite attended the wedding. There's a very limited selection of signatures. T-shirt with Haskell as married. No, the T-shirt should say, "We're here because of oracles." Literally because one man master oracles. Amazing. Because of Charles coming up, Marauder on the way, and get the command center coming through as we have the Warpgate, the Stalker coming online. The Adept is just going to take a step across the other side of the map. Obviously, Marauder's going to be a fun opening. A way to apply a bit of pressure early, not be too far off the beaten track. It is an investment, though. Marauder's actually very mineral heavy, 100 minerals a pop. And honestly, 25 gas a pop this early in the game as well is also pretty hefty. So, you know, there's a definitely an investment here. It slows down a lot of the rest of your builds. As you see, build here in general is just going to be triple CC super quickly. So ByuN going to really aim for very strong economy very early in this game. It's going to be the plan. Impact coming through, a couple of barracks coming up. Again, the Wolf Gate coming through, just see the gateway coming down, a couple of barracks, the SCVs and everything coming up, Marine Stimpack on the way in as well. And the pylon also just coming down right there. Robo facility coming through, the gateways, the probes, the blink, all coming online as we speak. Just going to get a couple more probes on the way out. The Stalker being added on. And yeah, we get those extra barracks finishing up. Going to give us 3 racks in total. It's a powerful bio follow-up. All at the moment. Just see the SCV is going to drop into a couple of these mineral lines. Marines on the way. That blink is very much so still coming online for a couple of moments. We get that rolling. It's going to be Clem's way to start applying some pressure into this game where you want to do something because, hey, the Terran's getting away with greed at the moment. So if you don't do anything about that, then that could be a little bit rough. And Blink is about to be done. Temple Archives on the way. Stimpack and the +1 attack upgrade coming in as well right now. So we just get that all rolling. And Clem's not wasting too much time. What's funny though is he's a 2-base Protoss against a very quick 3cc Terran. So I do wonder a little bit of just, are we concerned here? If this goes on for Clem, investing in all of the tech and just not getting his base up, like he's being extremely safe, while ByuN's intentions have no, for once, are just not going to be aggressive. Usually ByuN is a very aggressive player, but that's just not really the case right now. That's not where we're heading to at the moment. Storm and Charge will both build in, as we just have the +1 attack, the combat shield building here as well. Single Marine going to get after this probe, and that probe is going to go down, so the probe will fall. And another Marine going to show up as well. Clem obviously expanding now, getting to that 3rd base. Storm is going to be done fairly soon, so we'll see no fights in this game before Storm is ready. I don't think ByuN's upset about that, because he's been able to do everything that he wanted to in this game. You know, he's been able to set up under 3 bases. He's had no pressure to deal with. he's been allowed to do his thing. So that's obviously a about it for the moment. A little bit of ByuN's going to come through. Oh, nice storm onto a few of the Marines. More shots coming about. Just going to have the couple of Zealots gathering through. The Ghost coming about. The Armory and the Engineering Bay coming up. ByuN Shrine going to help there as the Zealots will get knocked away at. So far, ByuN set up brilliantly, but let's see how well the fights go. Obviously, storms can dictate a lot of this matchup, no matter what else, as we see the Armory finishing soon. A couple of Ghosts on the way. A couple of Zealots go down, just gotta dodge the storms. I mean, that's the main thing you gotta play around here. There's not a crazy Zealot count, the gateway number's not ridiculously high. You just gotta not get hit by multiple deadly storms in a row. Yeah, okay, the first three are crazy. It's kind of amazing how well you can get positioned for that storm when ByuN is pulling back. Like, the first storm was like, okay, and then the second, okay, but like the third one, ByuN was only pulling back and he still gets hit by another while pulling away. Hurts a lot as he does have the upgrade advantage here to help him hold ground. Still some storm energy available though, so we still have to play around those High Templar as we do see the Medivacs doing their thing of healing this army up. Gonna come around from the top side with a few units. Marauders there might be able to get rid of that full energy High Templar. There's still some storms left. There are EMPs available now too that ByuN might just need to, well, get involved. Otherwise, he may not be able to hold this at all. Well, EMPs would go a long way on the Archon as well. Obviously, soften up the Zealots would not be a bad thing. EMPs that High Templar as it comes out of the Prism. We will get a jump forward here that will clean up the Archon and clean up the other units. One more storm though, and ByuN runs right into it, and a second! Just as ByuN was looking good, he chases way too convincingly or kind of committedly forward and just runs into double storm, hit in the face. Ouch. Well, Ghost coming up, Marine Marauder Vikings still coming along as well. We'll just see the extra barracks come through, the SCVs are on the way. Add a medevac on into that, the starboard building as well. We have that cloaking on. We'll just see the Prism coming over to the left-hand side. See another few Zealots warping in as well, so it's going to get that all on the go. Colossus and extended thermal lance coming through. We do see the additional barracks coming by as well. Colossus now arriving, but we do have our first few Vikings up, and Colossus doesn't have range just yet, so this is not going to be super threatening just for now. I think ByuN's answer to it is appropriate. The big question mark is going to be that Prism. It was super low before. It's one of the reasons he might have been wanting to chase forward. And that comes all the way around into the main base, dropping off, and SCVs begin to fall with instant effect. A little bit of bio pulling back into the main. And that Prism is not going to last much longer than that. Storm's over here as we nearly kill the Colossus. In fact, we do. I think there's one Storm left on the High Templar, but the Stalkers are walking forward. These Zealots in the third base mineral line. We still get 17 SCVs, so ByuN is still going to lose workers while this Zealot attack comes through. Again, +2 armor coming about, the cloaking on the way, Marine Marauder, Medevac, all being produced at the moment. Continue to push up the right side. Extended thermal lance completing. The +2/+1 building onward. Just another scan up to that high ground as we are going to be seeing the Zealots. A little bit of trouble. A couple of storms coming down again. So let's charge in one more time. The Colossus now should be able to do a lot more. But do we have enough protection here? EMP's coming down. We should be able to close the distance on the Colossus. There's going to be static defense and batteries for them to get to. ByuN will not chase that part in. The 2-2 upgrades obviously putting in some serious work right now in favor of ByuN. And Clem's going to try and come chasing onto this one more time. Not really going to go very far. yourself 2-2 coming up out. +3 attack upgrade coming in. Marine Marauder for Viking as well. This is, like I say, supply still there for ByuN, but this is a 5-base Protoss, so Clem's economy is looking pretty reasonable. Kind of where it wants to be so far. PC comes across, we'll just reposition for a few moments. The Biomedivac Viking force again regathering. The Zeld's going to run up the right-hand side. Yeah, maxed out Terran player. And being maxed means that we want to push. We'll Colossus lead the charge, but this army will miss it. Which is unfortunate for ByuN, because if he found this Colossus in the middle of the map like that, that's a massive KO. He is going to get the gold base cancel, which is nice. He's going to see the high ground now. Obviously, a couple of high tempo to be cautious of. Hits the EMP, though, and those storms up there will not do much. The storm's now coming around the right side. The Vikings having free reign against the Colossus because there's no anti-air. Clem's supply is not looking good. He will not be able to take this fight. ByuN standing in the healing shrine as we trade. And ByuN will take game 2, tying us up 1-1 in our best of 3. Opening series for us today turned into a back and forth affair as ByuN and Clem will go battle it out with one another. So we will get to that game 3 here in just a couple of moments. Did Clem also play the first game as TOS? Yes, he's not played TVT for over a year now. Clem has only played Protoss versus Terran for maybe not over a year. Since the start of this year, though, he doesn't have an official game of TVT since 2025 started. At this point, I don't even know if it's off racing. At this point, I feel like if he played TVT, that would be more of an off race than him playing PVT. Down, torches our map. Get ready to roll into a 3rd game of this series. So ready for fantasy football now. We drafted. Hell yeah. Looking good as if you get into the bottom right corner. The blue Protoss play here from Team Liquid. It is Clem. Up against the top right, red Terran, ByuN. First time ByuN's taken a map of Clem in a while. It is, yeah. The last time ByuN took a map of Clem, he actually beat Clem 2-1 in WardiTV Mondays 43. Which is 7 weeks ago, plus some time off for EWC in there, so it's been a couple of months. They've only played twice since then, one of them's been at that EWC event as well. He feels more confident with his PVT than his TVT? Yeah, of course he does, otherwise he wouldn't be playing it. Surely that goes without saying, though. It's not surprising. He plays solid PVT. TVT was always his weakest matchup as well. So, yeah. He's playing PvP now as well, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean... yeah, apparently I went on StarCraft the other day because I was talking about Clem playing PvP and choosing to play PvP against MaxPax, and I was like, oh no. But our StarCraft didn't even disagree with what I said, which might be the first time ever. We really need a balance patch, man, even just to shift things up. The PvT meta is miserable. I don't think it's fun for anyone. We just need some changes. Also new maps. Yeah, maps should be coming soon. We have TLMC coming up. These maps can't be too far away, but... yeah. Just do with some new stuff altogether, to be honest. Such is life. We get through it. We'll enjoy what we get. Games are still good, just a bit of freshness would definitely go a long way, I feel like. Advance into the tech lab, coming on up. Just take a couple of moments. Obviously, ByuN not playing the triple CC this time around. He got into a good position that last game. Clem playing cautiously while he played greedily. Really gave him that kind of natural edge right off the get-go. So it's a very good start for ByuN. Because now we see the Stalker just poking away at the reactor for a couple of moments. Cyclone and Marines in production. The barracks on the way through. The command center about to finish. Again, Twilight Council, Gateway, Warp Gate, all building up right now. So we just see a couple of Stalkers of Clem retreating back down to the bottom side of the map. Trouble facility on the way. We had the gateway on as well. At that blink, Warp Gate about to finish. Again, a couple of Marines, the siege tank, the barracks. All continues through as the gateway morphs into the Warp Gate now. And obviously Blink is on its way, so we'll see a little bit of pressure from them potentially stepping onto the map soon. See what ByuN wants to do though, as his Marine tank numbers begin to rise here. Bringing those up a little bit. Factory. Got a siege tank going. A few more Marines on the way. Again, tank and Marines at the stem continue to come about. We got the blink about halfway done. That robo facility just starting along as we speak. Stimpak starts. Tank on the way. Just going to see another Stalker warping along with this. Take a few moments. Adding a couple of assimilators into the mix. Again, tank Marines, the stim. I'll continue through for the next couple of moments. We will have ourselves a blink coming online. The racks in the engineering bay coming up as well. Arms coming about, and obviously keeping an eye on where things are at as the army moves. It's a good few SCVs pulled for ByuN. Aggression looking to hit in this game 3. Can he succeed? He's forced his opponent out of position with the initial expansion. I'm going to see Clem is stepping forward onto the map to try and greet this a little bit. The Obs, you see that army right there now. Tanks in the front. I was going to say, going to want to siege those quicker or sooner rather than later. You do want these tanks to be firing away when this fight happens, as the Obs will see the unsieges, so you're going to be able to have full vision here. Ooh! Hatchos going to see the barrier popping on the Immortal. Force fields do not claim the Cyclone either. The Cyclone is very close to going down. Should go down here, but the Marine's going to stem up the right side. Units from the left can't really join in, because if they do, they're going to be chased, or they're going to be shot at by the tank position. That's not a bad first stim, but every stim is expensive. There's no starboard game, so no medevacs right now either. No high ground vision there. Might have gotten him in a Stalker. Maybe he wants to dive up the left, but I think if you fight in the Immortals, you kind of want the tank support, is what it'll probably come down to. Those tanks are going to siege very aggressively. This is not a good position. Good force field as well. I mean, this is messy because a lot of these Marines just are not firing. Charge not done, though, at the same time from Clem. That was horrible from ByuN. The position was so bad. His tank's getting stuck running up that left side. Now we've got half health Marines. Only 2 tanks remaining. Actually getting their shots absorbed by that Stalker that comes about. The tanks begin to go down. The bunker is going to be all that's left standing. This looks like a defense from Clem. I actually think ByuN was in a great spot here, but that fight where he just moved all the tanks around each other. They all got stuck. And Clem just sees it with the observer, so he just gets to attack in when that entire fiasco is going on. Now, it's going to be a mess, quite frankly. Yeah, it was just a bad way to fight. That was just an awful moment, and he clearly had the numbers to do good things. I can understand he didn't want to chase further toward the main base because he's getting very far away from his tanks then, but I think he should have then hard committed left. He also just got caught in that force field. The force field was extremely well placed by Clem. Don't know why you do that build on torches where you get stuck sieging between two massive ramps. Well, isn't that the idea? Is that the Protoss kind of has to commit up one ramp or the other? You can't just sit, like, it's not easy to move between the natural and the third because there's actually quite a bit of space between them. Going up the ramp isn't really a problem for the Terran, especially not a big ramp. It's actually more problematic because the Protoss can just sit, the Terran can just sit there, and the Protoss has to split evenly, and then the Terran can dive bomb one side, or dive one side and let the tanks cover from the other. We saw this a lot on maps that in the past where some of the maps like in PvZ a lot where the same thing applies where Zerg's kind of liked all in on these maps because even though you have to go up a ramp, the Protoss also has to defend two positions rather than just being able to fairly jointly kind of sit on one location and kind of swing between the natural and the third very easily, you know? So... have I seen on the arcade there's only 5 or 6 maps you can play because the rest are being banned? No, I don't pay attention to any of this stuff. I know there's stuff going on with the arcade, but I don't really follow it or pay attention. Alright, let me run some ads, guys. We'll figure out what our next match is going to be. I mean, Clem moves on to play Hearthstone or Shameless. Nightmare is going to play Showtime or Rebellion. Solar is through. He's going to play Creator or Geralt or PCEC. What the hell is Geralt doing? Not done with his game yet. Playing a freaking banger of a, playing a banger of a opening series Geralt, apparently. It's going to be PvP as well, though. I think we're more maybe looking at... we could either do Clem versus Hearthstone or Shameless, or maybe we could do the winner. I mean, Classic Shin maybe into Hero could be interesting, unless Let Alex gets the upset of the day. Could be a way to move forward. That could also be PvP, though, is just what I'm thinking. It could all be PvP if Clem plays Protoss versus the Protoss as well. Until Solar gets an opponent, but like I say, his section of the bracket is maybe the slowest moving of them all right now. Have I watched the new Alien Earth show? No, I have no idea what that is. I don't watch a lot of TV or anything like that, though, so I'm not, I'm not really up to date with any of that stuff. Shin's in a replay. Do we have a result between Classic and Shin? They're not in game. Posting up another one yet, so that might be a result coming through in a moment or two on the bracket. It is Classic 2-0 Shin, so it's looking like it's going to be a PvP. We could either go Classic Hero, or we could go Clem versus Hearthstone or Shameless. Do you guys know, anyone watching Hearthstone stream know what his score is right now? Oh, he just started a game as well. Not, I mean, not like Hero is done with his series yet either anyway, so... Hearthstone's down a game. Okay. I think maybe we go Classic Hero. I know it's inviting us into a PvP, but I kind of like it. Of course, like I say, Hero's not done with his series yet, so maybe there's an upset there, but the expectation of a Classic Hero, I think, is pretty reasonable. And hop back to NA. Nope. I tried to join a game, but they already started as well. Unlucky, huh? Unlucky. So I'll be waiting a little bit, guys. Looks like we're just gonna naturally hit some downtime here, unfortunately. Unlucky, unlucky. Alright, that gives us just a few moments to sit and chill and take a couple of moments. Do, 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 do. Alright guys, we'll just take a couple moments. We need someone else to finish your matchup before we have anything to cast basically. So I think we're actually going to go to a quick little break screen and just take a few extra moments because, like I said, I think everyone's just started games as well, so it might be a little bit of time. So I'll just throw a step break screen. We'll be back soon with an update. But the TLDR, we do have more games coming. We're just working on them. So BRB. This should always be the stream. The problem is the moment she sees that I don't have food, she's gonna turn. Wonder if she can just get away with leaving without being too obvious that she was only here for food, not because she likes me. And then she's gonna go. Because yeah, it's going through her brain. She's like, there's no other food. How long do I have to stay? Pretend I'm interested. It's like, no, there's definitely no more food. I can still smell it, but it doesn't look like there's any. She's like, oh no, hands on the mouse. Yeah. I put my hand on the mouse. That's what made her turn. As soon as my hand went on the mouse, she's like, yo, no, there's absolutely no way I'm getting fed anything else. She's so funny. She's so funny because she's so predictable, man. What's up, Mr. Takua? Thank you so much for the 10-month resub. Appreciate it. Congrats on the wedding. Thank you so much. Exciting times. And what will also be exciting would be if Hearthstone and Shameless or Hero and Let Alex finished up and we can get into a game. Showtime and Nightmare did start, but I don't want to see one of these top matches, to be honest, so we're just going to wait a little bit. Alright, we take a few moments then, guys. Yeah, she dips out at the moment. I'm clearly working and not talking to her. She knows the drill, man. She ain't stupid. She ain't stupid. Hero just came out of games. It's very possible we have a Hero Classic matchup soon. I think that'd be a very fun PvP. That's what we do find. Looks like Hero's hopped. So yeah, Hero Classic coming up. We'll jump into that PvP, guys. We'll work our way over there. The Korean server. Cool. Yeah, we'll just ask for the invite. And jump in as soon as these guys are ready. Perfecto, guys. We should gift a sub for Wardy just to congratulate him. It's okay. You don't have to gift subs. We're just here enjoying some StarCraft. I just thought it'd be fun to make the title of this stream something, just that would be like, you know, usually it just says WardiTV Mondays 50. It says that every week. Well, it says, you know, WardiTV Mondays number, blah, 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 every week. So I thought, hey, we got something fun to put on. Why not? Why not? Says we have Classic Hero to host up. We'll join them. Head into the round of 8 game. Still a couple of round of 16s going on. Gyard Creator just started up, and then Hearthstone Shameless. Solar and Clem are looking to be our non-Protoss combatants in the top 8 today, so hoping for some runs from those guys. They're on different sides of the bracket too, so should be cool. How long have me and Helen been together? Since the Haas story. Like 7 years. Why is Haas this? Oh, there it is. Not in silver for some reason. Yeah, since 2018. Gotta be together 20 years, then propose, then 10 years engagement, then get married, yeah. It's gonna be like the Zoomer way of doing it, man. Weddings are gonna be like an old school thing. How long have me and Horsten been together? Yeah, as little time as possible. Can't stand this guy. Every time I'm with him, he's trying to be funny. And then every time I cast him, his games suck. He's actually playing a banger right now against Shameless. I don't know if he's alive still, but I had like 15.5 minutes in game and a Blink Stalker War, which generally I think means it's been a good game. Oh, apparently it's been, apparently it's September. Oh, I forgot about September. Yeah, it's money off on new subs, guys. Just in case you're out there unsubscribed and thinking, man, I really wish it was slightly cheaper to subscribe to Wardy. Today, and for the rest of this month, it is. Have I seen the female at Hearthstone on SCT Reddit? No, I have not. Did I went to Battlecruiser for the wedding? No. Sadly, that would have been cool, huh? Show up to the wedding in a BC. Would have been pretty neat. Don't know if we could have justified it. We're getting married pretty close to where we live, so it's like a 10-minute drive down the road. I don't know if you can justify, you know, the cost of a BC for the 10-minute drive. Aren't BCs like mega big as well? Battlecruisers are almost a kilometer long. You just need to line a few BCs up, and you could just walk along a set of BCs to get there. This one's not alive, yeah. Look, they didn't have many BC. You know, if StarCraft was more of an alive game, unfortunately Blizzard don't even support real-life battle cruisers for weddings anymore, so yeah, it's pretty, So Helen reveals she's actually max packs at the wedding. You know what? I've never seen Helen show up with food for me while I'm being casting max packs. Now you mention it. Maybe there's a scandal there. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Appreciate the gang words, guys, as well. Thank you. We're so close to being the New York Times wedding section with then Kim Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Yeah, we were right there. They really did us dirty. The best part is I think Helen's actually more excited for them to get married than she is for us to get married. Like when she decided to get married, she was like, yeah, that'll be nice. And then when she heard about Taylor Swift, she was like, oh my, like she couldn't sit still. It was actually funny. I don't know what Classic and Hero are doing. Apparently they're not vetoing. Or they're not starting. I don't know what they're doing. But We're not beginning very quickly, I can tell you that much. Guys, if you want a gifted sub, Kipstier wants you to say yay in the chat. Apparently, that's all you gotta do. And no one took him up on it. I'm gonna presume that's because we can't read. That's okay. All you have to do is type YAY. You get a little gifto. Boom. Oh. Oh, I thought that was really close, but one of you guys is already subbed, so. Crazy. Yo, I'm gonna look at this prediction. Yo, thank you, Kipstier, for gifting us up to Skill Dare XX. That's not that one. Thank you, Subship, for the 46-month resub on the Prime. You already subbed? Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Whoa, look at that! I'm so smart. I can feel it in the air, you know? I can feel it in the air. I've got no idea why it's taking so long, by the way, guys. I'm sorry. They are, I assume taking a break before they start. Oh, there we go. Talking Mac just got hosted. What about now, man? Showtime? Yeah, they saw it, but I really felt like we weren't going to be very far away from getting into this PvP. So I waited, and then, honestly, we weren't. But then they've been vetoing for 10 minutes, so... Which is fine if players want to take a few minutes between games. That's always fine. There's no issue there. Just, you know, we unfortunately were waiting for them to finish the previous game, and then it's just take them a while to start. But we are on the way now, and we'll see who gets the better of this PvP between Hero and Classic. Classic has been kind of bopping Hero a little bit here and there lately. Has been able to take some of the edges in the matchups, and has been the reason why Classic has come out on top of a couple of the cups as of late. Of course, Classic beat Hero in the Summer Championship upper bracket. He beat him in the League Cup finals as well, so yeah, it's been a couple of Classic wins in a row. Let's jump in to the bottom left-hand corner as we start off this PvP best of 3 round of 8 matchup in the bottom left. We're going to have ourselves the blue Protoss Hero. In the top right, our red Protoss player is going to be Classic. And yo, what's up, Sinister? Thank you so much for the 1-year resub. Here's my wedding gift to you. Thank you so much for the 1 year. Jin Kamui, thank you so much as well for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Guys, we're nearly at 700 subs and we're even about to start a Twitch hype train. Look, if you guys want me to sell out and start the hype train, you guys know what to do. Just one more little sub and we will get on the hype train to Hype Town and we will be hyped to the future. Well, we might be. We'll see. Real talk, though. PvP time. And, yeah, Classic and Hero setting up to fight one another here. I could say Classic's won the last couple times they met. Hero can absolutely beat Classic, though, so this is really an up-in-the-air kind of series. Should always sell out, yeah? Yeah. It's not like me, though, you know? Honestly, I feel like there is such a thing as sellout burnout, where it's like, sometimes I just genuinely want to sit here and cast StarCraft and talk about the games and just chill and talk to chat and just be a streamer, you know? I don't want to do the job part, which is like convincing you guys to give us money and support the Patreon and blah-de-blah-de-blah, you know? Well, you told me the wedding plan is cancelled if the sub count is below 800. Yeah. Helen ain't marrying no... Helen ain't marrying no one that has less than 700 subs, guys. So we're going to have to hit the sub goal today. She's like, if you can't even hit the sub goal, what goals are we going to achieve in life? I'm like, well, it's very true. How much is the ticket for your wedding? You know what? I'd genuinely be afraid that I'd say something ridiculous and someone would send the money and I'd be like, huh. Bruce says he doesn't want to sub, but then shows us Ellie during the break between series. People don't even sub for Ellie anymore, you know? Like, they just see her, like, she doesn't go on to subs. Not like she used to when she was a cute little puppy. I mean, she's still heckin' cute and she's still my little puppy, but like, people don't go. There's a couple people that give Ellie some love here and there, but nothing super crazy, you know. I don't know. She's not quite the sellout tool she used to be. To be fair, she doesn't put the time in. She just sits there and stares at me for food, and then she's like brilliant, and then she doesn't do any of the cute sticking around to get people to sub, you know. What's up, Ahilo? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. And Jin Kamui on the 5 gifted subs to Has the Bears, Beard Breed, Citrisa, Bosmui 5, and Xbox Series LOM backs. Thank you so much, Jin Kamui, for the 5 gifted subs. Starts the hype train, and Hero has seen that forward robo facility with a robo of his own in his base. He is looking pretty good, I'd say, defensively, and he's even counterattacking to force some warp-ins on the other side of the map. These units were not ready from that gateway. That could have been a problem if the Paladin had gone down a little bit sooner. It did not quite happen like that, though. And just the Immortal showing up to push a couple of the Stalkers away for the moment. And what's up, Palomir? Oh, classic! Immortal going down. Okay, I think this game is starting to be a bit of a write-off already for Classic. This is going badly wrong. As yes, Halamir, thank you so much as well for the 26-month resub on the Prime as well. Thank you on the wedding present. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We do accept gifted subs as a wedding present, guys. If you're wondering what we need, new toaster, a new fridge, new sets of pots and pans. Apparently it's always kitchen stuff. No, we don't need any. We just need gifted subs. That is our registry. It's right here on Twitch. All right, a couple of depths drop in. So Classic looking for some counter damage, which he does kind of need, considering everything else seems to be going kind of dismally for him. Robo facility lost. He's going to start going Stargate, which I like because I think it gives him a route to at least have units which are good against what Hero is building. And it really does feel like that is a necessity at this point in time. So yeah, that Stargate coming online. We'll see a few more Adepts warping into the corner. Gateway building up. A few Adepts are going to set their shade off. Going to wait a second or two so you don't get as much pre-warning before the shade finishes. The whole idea is you want that shade to finish and your opponent has as little time as possible to deal with it. And obviously you don't need the entire length of the shade to make the distance from that corner to the mineral line. So cute little tone of detail. I'm scared for that prism though. The Stalkers get underneath it. It's going to take 1, 2, 3 big volleys and it's gone. The Adepts here tricked, but the other Adepts got a couple of workers. One more at the very end here. Really doesn't feel like it's all that for Classic. Now Hero shows up on the other side of the map, and this is the issue, is we don't have really much to deal with the Immortals. The Void Ray on the way though, we'll deal with it in the end, but we're going to lose a chunk of probes before that Void Ray is ready, and that's going to be exactly what Hero wants. Just getting in, dealing some damage already. Even when the Void Ray shows up, there's a good chance to kind of pull back for a bit, and you're just going to leave. Void Ray actually stays locked onto the Prism. Just finally the Prism getting enough of a distance to break that lock on and to get a couple more units here. Stalkers and Sentries, as long as we have Antia, that's the answer to the Void Ray. And that's where Classic is going to run into trouble again as Hero. Still on one base and still just pushing forward. Clearly knows that he's got the better army comp, which I can't really disagree with. I think the best thing this Void Ray can really do is maybe get rid of the Prism and the reinforcements. It's already going to see itself losing shields very quickly. Classic knows he is not holding on to this one. GG's. Hero 1, Classic 0. And we'll have this best of 3 going the way of the Hero for the start at least. Obviously not done yet, but a good starting point as we'll head to game 2 in a couple of moments. Ooh. I know you just clicked end stream on YouTube instead of running ads. That would have been real smart, wouldn't it? Countdown instantly starts. Magging after game 2. Hero taking that 1-0 lead. I actually think he took the 1-0 lead the last time they played as well, if I'm not mistaken. I actually think both times they played, Liu Finals and the Summer Championship, I think Hero went up 1 and then Classic reverse. Not reverse swept because he wasn't down 0-2, but he took the 3-0 from that 1-0 deficit. So, see if that works in the best of 3 as well. Of course, like Classic has to get warmed up to Hero a bit, and then he knows how it works, he knows what to do. So, in the top left-hand side, the blue pro display here is Hero. Take on the red Protoss in the bottom right, we have got Classic. No, apparently I've already collected all of the level 1 hype train emotes. That's sad. Never lucky.
Got ourselves a cyber core coming down, gateway coming up as we take a couple of moments. And cyber core is building, pylons coming in. And we just wait for real kind of plays to come about here, but there's already going to be the fact that this is a single gateway from Classic. Hit to Stargate into Warpgate, but obviously just have the chance to expand quickly perhaps. Here with the forward pylon this time around, so obviously it was the forward pylon robo facility from Classic last game. Here with a different approach himself this time, being the aggressor. Stalks coming through, the Stargate coming up. Rope stepping over one more time. Stalker stepping over. Stalker's going to poke Adept taking some damage. That Zealot taking a bit of a beating as well. The Oracle finish in a few moments. The Warp Gate still continuing by. Yeah, these first few Stalkers already applying that pressure early. It's an Oracle from the Stargate into the Void Ray next. The Oracle can go across the map, maybe keep a couple Stalkers at home. Obviously, we've got 4 Stalkers pinging now. We're going to lose a lot of shields that the battery will have to heal through here. The Stalkers seem to come about right now. Just going to see that kill coming in. No cancel as well from Classic, so that's going to be a little bit of money wasted away that you maybe don't expect. One Stalker going down. This pylon going down as well. Battery depowered. The low ground broke, and his hero just walking through his Stalkers alone. The Void Ray showing up. We're going to go after the pylon there. The Oracle across the map is up against the battery, so it's not going to be doing instant damage. Oh, yet the Void Ray didn't pull away despite the Pro pull to get it stuck, and the lack of a pylon is obviously terrifying here for Classic. He needed to keep the Void Ray alive if there was going to be a chance. Even then, I don't know if it's a great chance, but it would have been a chance at least. Now, obviously, every single probe going down. The Oracle should be out of energy across the map, so Hero should stop losing workers of it. Okay, never mind. The Oracle is high on energy. Jeez. Has so much available. You just see Hero, though. He's going to win on this other side, and there's going to be nothing to stop these Stalkers. Realistically, that's going to be able to do it. As Hero is even going to warp in a couple sentries at home. Still has 7 workers alive. He's going after pylons, a few probes. He'll get dropped as well. This game is going to come to a close. It's Classic. 0 workers has the money to build 1. Recalls the Oracle. His chances to fight with the Oracle. I mean, good try. Good try, but not quite it. GG's, and Hero's going to be the winner today. I love that he tried at the end there. He's like, well, the only thing I can do is recall the Oracle and see if that will save me. Ay. Crazy. Hey, what's up, Mad410? 100 bits. Good luck in the next chapter. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That was a funky one to end up on. As Hero advances through, Showtime has beaten Nightmare as well. So Showtime top 4, Hero top 4. 2 of our top 4s from last week up in the top 4 again. We could have a repeat top 4 still. Clem and Solo just need to make that repeat happen. Let's see if we can get an update on Clem versus Shameless. That should be happening on... Oh my god, they just started game 1. That's kind of unlucky that they just started. So yeah, we'll wait for them in their game 2. Most likely. I don't know if we can really justify doing the solo round of 8, because if we did the solo round of 8, then we're basically going to be delaying the top semi from starting for a long time. It just makes the entire day longer for the players. So I think what's more realistic is we just wait for Clem and Shameless to come out of this game. Oh no, it's not game 1. Sorry, Clem is up a game. They just didn't have the scoreboard set. So Clem is up a game against Shameless. The winner of that will play Hero, and I think that's just what we're waiting to go into right now, basically. So Obviously, if Shameless wins this second map, we can go into a game number 3, but that's where we're gonna be, I think. Alrighty, guys. So it'll just take a couple moments. Do I have a marriage planned, or am I just stopping streaming until I find a girl? Yeah, I've just had enough of this. It's a good excuse. It's a sham. I'm just trying to get some extra subs before I stop for a bit. Go on break. Next week I'll be back. You know, it didn't work out, guys. Here we are. Try again next year, I guess. Yeah. Here's the man cutting classics win streaks. Yeah, that PvP, it's a dangerous matchup, right? It's very back and forth between them. Would have been wild to see them play PvP in the semi-finals of EWC if Hero hadn't succumbed to Solar. You know, a pretty crazy series, I think. I don't know why I just didn't bring up the stream, to be honest, and just show you guys what's going on in Shameless Clem. So let's just do that because they just started, so I could have already done this. Don't know what I was thinking. Just being slow in the head a little bit. There we go. Alright, so this is Shameless Clem. This is from Coca's stream, so it is going to be a little bit laggy. And we're going to get a little bonuses in. Yeah, beautiful. It's good thing I brought the stream up. Alright, let's try find a different stream then. Jeez. The Ducklings in on this one? Well, the Ducklings were with us, right? Who else is live? I think Hawsome's live in it. Oh, even better, we get to do it with Hawsome's face. Brilliant, right? So, we'll try and cast the game, but we also have to cast Hawsome's reaction to it as well. Right now, he doesn't love it for Shameless, I don't think. He doesn't like this position. He's played against it a lot himself. He doesn't know what to do when this tank gets here. It feels bad, you know? You know, your gateway gets hit. You got to pull probes with the mineral line. It's a little bit too soon for you to really commit in. But you know you got to do something. Yeah, now he's just going to consider, you know, what's going on in Clem's base. Not a lot right now. Real talk, though, Shameless does have to probably break out of this, and he's going to step forward. I mean, this does feel like enough Stalkers to do it. It's just how much do you want to trade? Oh, he's going to blink back because he's not going to give Stalkers up right now. And Hawsome uses this UI that has the freaking tiny production tab. I used to like this UI. I actually used to like this UI quite a lot, but I never understood why the production tab was just so small on it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna lose that medevac? Oh, of course it doesn't use Clem. He should have boost before one of the blinks available, and he hard turns to the top, which is still good for Shameless actually, because it means that Shameless doesn't have those units in Clem's base that he has to contend with, and Clem's going to drop down 2 more factories, so Clem is going to continue playing the mech in this matchup. Something he's been doing a fair amount of as of late, to be honest. He's clearly not happy playing the non-mech styles. So, yeah, he's going to try and mech here on this game 2. Marines gather factory going to swap over to the reactor. His soldier's just going to blink in. You're going to see the starport taking some damage. And she's going to cloak up. The Marines are going to step over. And we'll have our factory Barrack's going to move over the sides. I mean, obviously, there's the moment where I feel like you expect these Blink Stalkers to have some potential, but the Cloak Banshees will help to push back, and the tanks getting shots on as well as they retreat. We're just going to move across. Obviously, Clem would like to take his third base. That might be difficult with all the Stalkers that were nearby, though. Might need a few more of the factory units to pop out before we can really get there. Clem is going to have a few of those units right now coming over and going to start making his case. Fourth base starts from Shameless. He tries to stay at base up on Clem for the moment at least. There's a lot of gates coming online. Shameless ready in his next step of the game. See what his exact approach against the mech is going to be, right? Because that's a choice that's still up to be made. Mule getting dropped into place. Stalker Sentry going to step over. Just having the excess building. The Banshees continue to get going as well. A little bit more damage being dealt currently. But yeah, I mean, Clem is going to be set up safely on the 3 places and playing the mech. And Hellion Cyclone plus 1 vehicle weapons coming up for the moment. So a lot of units spinning around into the center of the map. A couple stores going to get turned away. Why can't we hear Harstem? Because I'm talking about the games. You guys just want to hear Harstem?
Good eco.
There you go.
Like, you can cause chaos, but you need to have the eco behind it as well to kind of figure out what the hell's going on. One more.
See, but now I can't talk over
Come on,
Harstem.
kill some Hellbats, man. No, you don't want it? Don't want it. Okay, 10 workers only have died here. Clem with a perfect
yeah, that's why, because we're actually just casting the game. Co-cast with him without him knowing. Oh, I like that idea. Okay, let's do that.
Going to be 4 base.
I don't know if he's going to shut up enough.
Plating. So 1/1 upgrades versus +1. Ooh, disruptors.
What do you think of the disruptors,
I
Kevin?
almost like disruptors. If you weren't playing against Clem, this might have actually had some potential. But
yeah,
playing against Clem.
Clem is pretty good against the splitting, right?
Sentry force fields coming in.
Ooh,
next
interesting
disruptor
fight.
is going to get smashed before it can do anything.
Great point about the disruptors.
And that should be the end of that story.
Do you think there's any hope here defending this? Oh, what force fields? No.
Behind 2 force fields here. But yeah.
Do you think he can deal with this at all? Is Mech that good? What do you think about Mech in the matchup?
Cyclone tank. Oof.
Wow, another Clem split.
Hellbat Cyclone tank.
Yeah, that is the composition.
Love to see it, huh?
I don't know if Shameless loves to see it though. Do you? Do you think he loves to see it when he's losing to it?
Moving a bit further forward.
Guys, is this kind of casting? Is this what you guys won from the pro players? Because
Clem wins 2-0.
Because I'll tell you the dealio. When I cast like that and I'm like, whoa, well he's moving forward. It's the Hellbat Cyclone tank. It's the Hellbat Cyclone tank a second time, and he's moving forward. Isn't that just a thing? People are like, wow, Wardy never talks. He has nothing to say about the game. All he ever does is like say what's on the screen. So does your Mr. Analysis man. Ay. Unbelievable. Right there. The proof is in the pudding. Soul vs. Creator is a round of 16 match winner of that plays Showtime, but we're going to go Hero versus Clem on the NA server for some PvT, or is it going to be PvP? We'll be finding out very soon as we get set to go. I get ready to kick this off. On to joint cast with Harstem. Yeah, no. I feel like you guys are missing what I'm talking about. People always complain about me. Right, they always complain about me just saying what's on the screen, and this is a perfect example of that. Other people also just do this while they cast. Crazy. Yeah, Carson doesn't want to cast with me today because, well, he didn't ask me, so. Oh yeah, now he's messaging me. Oh yeah, literally, yeah. Now someone just told him that I'm shitting on him. He said, "Let's duo cast that means together." I was already co-casting with you on that last game. You just never replied to anything I said. I set you up for some great points as well. But you were just obsessed with Mac. Hello. Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Nice.
That was a great cast.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I also did a one-sided duo cast with you earlier.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice. What a day.
Yeah, it was a good time. Are you excited, Wardy?
Am I excited?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Why?
This hero Clem's kind of fun, but I don't know if Clem is going to have fun.
I was talking about your wedding.
That's
But
like,
I guess we know where your priorities lie
it's like
now.
5 days away, man. There's at least 3 series of StarCraft before that, so...
5 days fly by to the biggest day of your life.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I have to finish today, and then it's full focus on the wedding, you know?
Really?
Today's my last day of StarCraft, yeah.
Really? So that means that this time slot becomes available for streamers.
For like 1 week, yeah.
Yes, I will be filling that gap with grace.
You will? I don't think you will be.
What? No, I will.
You will?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I will fill it, like I said, with grace.
With grace, okay.
And I will remind people how much more knowledge they're gaining right now. Every single day. You know, it's like how you have these things is... I'm sure there's like these apps, you know, it's like how much better you feel after you go for like a walk or a run or something, like how many steps. Instead of steps, it's going to be like brain cells increased, you know, at the end of the day. It's like, because instead of listening to Wardy, you listen to me all day. It's like, ByuN, and they get like, I will gamify it.
You're going to gamify it.
I'm going to gamify.
You can just have this casting slot if you want. I can just take some time off, you know?
No, I'm good. He spilled some tea.
It's a classic.
Spilling the tea, Wardy. You know what that is slang for?
Then you picked Terran in the lobby instead of Protoss?
No, it's slang for spreading gossip. You didn't know that?
No, I have no idea.
Really? You never heard the phrase spill the tea?
No, I've never heard anyone talk about spilling the tea.
Really?
Yeah. Never.
Spilling tea? Yeah, it's gossip. It's like spill the gossip. Release the gossip. Share the gossip.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Just not heard of it.
Yeah. That's okay. It's because you're not as in touch with the Zoomer culture as I am.
Well, I'm not, no.
Or with millennial culture as I am.
I'm not in touch with any culture. I just talk about StarCraft. You know?
Yeah. Feeling hot. What's the chance that he's actually gonna play mech again?
Like super high. He's done nothing but mech for the last 20 plus maps I've watched him.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see him versus MaxPax the other day?
No. Did he win?
He went mech PvP, and then he did one tank push. He won the entire he played the entire best of 5 no stun.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I actually think he's gonna play mech game 1, and if he loses, I think he's gonna
He'll switch to Protoss.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play PvP.
Wow. Question from the chat. Do you think he spilled a drink or is gossiping? I think he spilled the drink. But fair question. That was a good question.
Game resumed.
He could have got away with it though, you know, if he was, because Hero would have just thought he'd spilled the drink.
What? Yeah,
like-
exactly. Yeah.
Clem's like, hold on, I just want to gossip with someone, and you know, you can't just pause the
That's
game
the
for
beauty
that.
of
but-
slang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, advantage taking.
Yeah. That is crazy. Yes, imagine Clem would have said, "Oh no, 1 minute, I'm just flicking the bean," you know? And Hero is sitting at home. He's like, "Why the hell would he be flicking beans? Whatever. It's probably a French thing or whatever." That's crazy. Clem is such a beast, man. He just pauses in the first minute to do that type of stuff.
Beast mode.
Yeah, they're legit beast mode. And then he's gonna play mech as well. You'd love to see it.
Love to see it. All right. It's kind of funny because I feel like the mech. I feel like I don't know about you, but I'm not convinced that mech's gonna actually keep working. Like, surely the pros are just gonna find it out, like figure out what to do against it. No.
Yeah, and also, what if it actually does work? I feel like that is the... unironically though, the mech, as it is right now, is the most fun mech is ever gonna be, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, there's actually some interactions between the players, you know, you have banshees flying around. It's not half that. I can live with this type of mech. The only thing that sucks is that you always play triple CC as an opener. That's not true because Cure actually sometimes plays triple factory first. But a lot of the time it's gonna be triple CC opener, so there's kind of like a dull period in the early stages of the mid game.
It is honestly kind of wild, but it's genuinely looking good as well. So, but I just refuse to believe in it. Like, I've seen this story too many times before.
What is this? What is this SCV doing? Did you see that? The guy was just hanging out there.
No, I
This
didn't
is
see
us
it.
now. Yeah, we have a recall for the probe, so nothing got killed, and an instant adept as well. Okay, this is so fantastic toward Hero play. Hero, so there's like two schools of thought. You have the people that wall in the main base with their pylon, right? Because they say, hey, if I'm being Hellion dropped or if I'm being Cyclone dropped, I want to be capable of getting a battery in my main mineral line to help against that type of pressure. And then you have the other Protoss players who say, no, I want a wall against Reapers in case it's like a 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion opener. I want to be capable of just having to defend one side. And then Hero, he just walls at the ramp like it's a PvP. This has no advantages that I'm familiar with. I didn't even know this was a school of thought until now. What are your thoughts on this, Wardy?
I mean, if you never even thought of it, then I'm not that surprised. But Hero does just weird things for no reason sometimes. Sometimes I think Hero just kind of like auto modes for like a minute, and he's like, "Oh no, it's PvT." The gateway's in the wrong place.
Is that possible? So it is slightly closer to the ramp, or slightly close to the opponent's base, like compared to like a Reaper wall by about like maybe a second or so. So maybe he believes that second is very important. And then it is a bit simpler to hide a Twilight Council here compared to a Reaper wall, but then again, it also isn't a Reaper wall. I guess it isn't as vulnerable as a Reaper wall, but neither is the wall in your main base. And now you can build a battery in your main. So against Cyclone drops, that could suck. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to say what exactly is going on here. What we do know is that we're going to see a double mine drop coming out of Clem. Against Shameless, this went extremely well, Wardy.
It did. Was that game 1 or game 2?
Yeah, that was game 1. Yeah, it was crazy. It denied mining on the natural for about half a minute. And then it killed 6 probes in the main base.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah. I think at that point, I'm pretty sure Clem could have thrown down 2 starports and gone for a battlecruiser rush, and it still would have been fine. And instead of talking about mech now, we would be talking about how insane double starport battlecruiser is.
Just with less of a backup. Yeah. Well,
It is wild.
That's pretty crazy as the driven mine drop's coming then, so let's see what Clem can do in this game, see how well Hero can handle it. Let's drop straight in towards the natural Stalker pings. We're going to drop one Widow Mine. Whoa, that's a crazy probe ball. He does get a really good split at the end, but he still loses a Stalker. That's a nice first Widow Mine. Well, we found the split. Only 2 probes. That could have been so much worse again. He does let the medevac and wouldn't mind get to the corner though, so that can come back one more time. That's nice.
Hero legitimately has balls, like not even of steel, but like just like they're so big. It's actually crazy. Have you ever seen the South Park episode where they is it called a skippy ball in English as well?
Skippy ball.
It's like when you like one of these things that you can bounce on.
Like a bouncy ball? Oh, like a space hopper? I think we call it like a space hopper.
Yeah. So I think Randy, he puts like his balls in the microwave and they get extremely large. I don't know if that's what it is. And then they go around like hopping on it. That is what Hero does as well. Like, this is played on the central server, which is probably close to like 160 ping for him. And his plan was to kill a mine. And then he still believed himself to be capable of going for a split as well in the last possible second. Like, that entire sequence is freaking crazy to me.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty brave of him. I thought it was going to be disastrous, and he still lost more than he maybe should have done, and he just pulled away, but there's the factories, so we are meching as Clem gets into the mag field. Is there a certain thing you think is like best case for Hero to do when you're playing against this style of mech lately, or is this still just kind of vibe with how you're feeling?
So my theory is that if you open up with Storm, it's not bad because you have like viable tools against Banshees. You have viable tools against Medevacs and Ravens and stuff like that. So it's actually pretty decent there. I think going into Immortal is possible. You can also go into Colossus if you get very good eco. And if you have Storm plus Colossus, then I don't think anything can happen. Oh, there goes the first Templar. Gets killed here. Hero is absolutely confused right now.
Yep, he's gonna have these Banshees heading towards the natural expansion and probes. He's gonna have to pull away, man. Where is the Observer at? Closest one in the main base, so does have it nearby, but then we're gonna go back to the third base and the potential. Obviously, Clem's respecting the expectation of the Observer, but just is not showing up for a long time. We get 7 probes and both Banshees gonna get out alive, make it 8. It's a fantastic
8
start.
kills, Party. Nah, that is great. And one thing that I really enjoy when I watch Clem is that he doesn't like overcommit into the Banshee. So when we first saw this, we really saw heavy Banshee play, even with the hyper flight rotors. But Clem prefers getting faster Factory 4 and 5 and an instant reactor on that medevac for quick, or instant reactor on the starboard for quick medevacs to help with the Hellbats. So you really get insanely good supply really quickly. You have that triple CC as well. And what the hell is this Immortal doing?
He's given up, man.
Scout.
Scout.
That's a scout. Yeah.
Scout
It makes sense as well. Zealots die too fast. Hallucination get no real info. This Immortal counted exactly how many tanks there were.
Exactly how many tanks, Cyclone lock-ons, yeah. Hawkman going to lead the way as he tries to tank up a couple of shots, and it will allow these units to get in a bit more freely. The Banshees going to try and come to the aid as well. Any damage output they can grab in a good spot too. SCV's pulling in, and this is looking like a pretty solid defense from Clem. The Zealots going to be a bit annoying. He's obviously going to lose some SCVs, but in the grand scheme of things, Hero's just thrown his entire army into Clem. And this is the kind of moment where Clem can chase down this army going back across the map. There's not a lot of getting away here as Hero loses the Archon and the Prism. Stalkers are still locked onto. Everything bar one Stalker dies, and that means that Clem just goes across the map, and he will be able to probably put a pretty good finishing move on this game. And if he doesn't finish, he's going to apply pressure to the point where Hero never gets set back up on a tech tree or anything now.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he doesn't just kill him, to be honest. Like, if Clem sneezes so much in here, like Hero has like 6 units right now. Like, really, a powerful sneeze is going to take care of this stuff. We have 9 gateways total for Hero as he's kiting back. Not that effectively due to the massive range of the Cyclones. Immortal is gonna die. You need to defend your base due to the nature of Hellions and Hellbats clearing stuff extremely quickly. Marines are there still as well. Have decent DPS as well, even without Stim, even without upgrades. GG gets called. Clem was the first game with a convincing mech game.
Convincing. Off the back of those Banshees, my question to you though is, if he scouted so well with the Immortal, why did he still attack in?
Yeah, still misjudged the situation.
Misjudged it despite the perfect Immortal scout.
I think what really was needed here was the second Immortal to
The
get the
second
confirmation.
Immortal.
It shouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's
I really do think that's what he was missing. Yeah.
All right, so game 2 gonna come up on Last Fantasy, fun map as well. So see how this goes, and I honestly think he just keeps playing mech, man. And he set his Protoss actually. He's gonna PvP game 2.
I was gonna PvP on Last Fantasy.
Brilliant.
Dude, Clem is absolutely busted in the head. Let me tell you, this guy he's something else right now. PvP on Last Fantasy. Why would Hero not veto this map is beyond me. Actually, and then Clem not playing Terranod is also kind of wild. I love to see it. Clem gets the top spawn. Ah, sorry. Oh, no way.
I just believed it, you know.
That's crazy because maybe he just didn't want to play the top spawn, Wardy.
Oh.
This is rough. This is rough.
Wow, manipulating the map spawn.
Top spawn is significantly worse. How do you even accidentally pick Protoss? Because your default race is Terran, no?
Yeah, maybe he's still used to queuing in as Protoss lately.
Yeah, it's possible.
Wait, are you here? Oh yeah, I see you now.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, well, we queue into Last Fantasy for game number 2, so Clem has a 1-0 lead. He has a pretty decent map for himself as well.
Yeah. Imagine Hero gets top spawn now. Dude, that would be crazy. I'd be upset if I was Hero. You're down 1-0, this happens.
Do you think we should just...
That is messed up. I know what to tell you, Art. This is messed up.
Do you think we should just eliminate the top spawn on this map?
I don't know what you, but this is crazy. This is this is actually messed up.
Clem's just painting his own picture here, man.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I get away with murder. I mean, what we could also do is just fix the top spawn minerals. For the people that are not aware, the top spawn minerals are worse than the other spawns.
We could do that.
So you just get less money. Yeah,
that would make sense, but alas, that's the world we live in.
That is the world we live in right now. Yeah. Gonna get a double gas opener out of Clem.
How are they worse? Gas. They don't curve in, right? The edge minerals, they're flat. Because the other are just closer.
Yeah, I don't know entirely what it is. Like, but the left and the right one seem like far patches to me, and the left and the right on the bottom right seem like close patches to me.
Yeah. That is it.
I don't know about, but there's also 2 middle patches that are kind of close on the top spawn, and there's only 1 middle patch that is kind of close on the bottom right spawn. You know what I mean? Like the big patch. I'm not sure if yeah, I just know that it's slightly worse. I haven't done the actual math on it, what it is, but people have been telling me 10 to 15, and actually playing on this position feels worse as well. Like, you can feel it. Did you know that on Last Fantasy, another fun fact is that every wall is different as well?
Yeah, actually someone told me this recently.
Like, you can't wall consistently on this map either. Like, there's different... So all maps usually are symmetrical. This is more like Warcraft 3 maps, where it is theoretically symmetrical. So, like, your creep spawns are going to be at approximately the same spot. There might be, like, 25 trees instead of 2. Like, that is how it works in Warcraft 3 very frequently. But in StarCraft 2, we have... it always fully symmetrical maps. That means that every little thing is going to be the same on one side as it is on the other side.
But not
and that's not
Fantasy.
the case here. Yeah, not Last Fantasy. I wonder if that ever was the case on other maps where you had slightly different setups. I can't remember it being the case.
I feel like not intentionally. I feel like in the past it's been like a map where like something was just bugged slightly on one side, but not like majorly.
Look at this. Stargate. Man, we really are getting the full... the full range of emotions as a StarCraft 2 person today.
It's a little bit of everything. Mixing it up all the way along.
Yeah. That is pretty crazy. We don't see a lot of Stargate. There are a few players that do it. Hero is definitely one of them. I've seen Hero play a lot of Twilight or Robo into Stargate lately. When he scouts Banshees, he'll like do a delayed Stargate response to the Banshee, which I'm not a huge fan of, but he seemed to be making it work, at least against, I think it was ByuN, which I watched him do it multiple times. Ooh, Double Adept is going to finish up. will get a Hellion and a Marine, loses an Adept. I think that is a fine trade for Hero, given the fact that he's following this up with Oracle. So the Hellion not getting a Scout here is actually a huge deal. And this Adept shading in is also a pretty big deal. It's gonna get at least one more Marine kill. Sees the mine as well that is stuck in the kind of on the ramp here. And that means that maybe you have some free play with your Oracles going into the mineral line in the net. I'm kind of liking what Hero is doing here.
But Phoenix up to follow up the Oracle as well, so it's going to be that Phoenix play as the next step. The Oracle sends itself around toward the main base, and Medevac misses it as well, so does not see this coming in. Clem is going to be pretty underprepared.
He has 4 Marines at home, and none of them are in the main base. Oh, the Oracle is waiting. He wants to wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment has passed already. It'd always be like that.
Yeah, he didn't realize that the moment was right there and just going straight away, so unfortunately Hero maybe misses the opportunity to fully capitalize. Oracle flies in, we'll still get an SCV or 2, but the Marines are stepping over. The Adept is in as well. It's going to be 3 SCVs killed. We're going to dive in 4. He's going to stick around for 5. Good control. Doesn't lose too much. The Widowmine drop is going to make a move at the same time, and then the Phoenix is going to show themselves, and that's going to be 0 damage. Widowmine drop, unless you lift your own pro, but he does fix it. Just about. Now he cancels the wrong Phoenix. That Widowmine still wandering in the back, and very Nelly if he already might have had a shot.
Yeah, that was a chaotic defense, but a defense nonetheless. The Medevac here is hiding in plain sight. Wow, beautiful hiding location here. Hero's trying to find it, and he's like, okay, probably went home. Too bad. And now Clem will soon start moving again. Beautiful little move there. Keeping that Medevac alive is actually quite nice. As once more, it's going to be mech here for Clem. This time without the triple CC though, Wardy. He sees Stargate and says, you know what, I can play triple factory against this straight away. We're gonna get the swap off the factory onto the reactor. We already have, what is that, 1 Cyclone out. It's just going to be single Banshee. Yeah, single Banshee, no cloak. Understandable, given that his opponent is playing Stargate. How will this go? Like, I have actually not seen Stargate versus mech. Like, I mean, Phoenix charge against mech.
I think it should go badly, because I think your charge loss should just get absorbed by the Hellions. And I think it's good because obviously a lot of the time if you overinvest in the Banshees, then the Phoenix clean those up and that maybe still gives you enough as hero to be competitive and to swarm. But because Clem's going to focus so much on factory units quickly, then I think it becomes pretty rough for hero here. So yeah, I think he's going to struggle a little bit, to be honest, but we'll see.
You know what it's also going to depend on massively? Like, imagine Clem moves out with like 6 Cyclones, and there are 6 Phoenixes, right? You come from the side with those Phoenixes, you pick up all the Cyclones, the game ends. However, if it's 12 Cyclones versus 6 or 7 Phoenixes, all of a sudden these Phoenixes are useless, and you still have invested so many resources in these Phoenixes. So every Phoenix that you build makes your initial hold easier, but a later hold, like the more the push gets delayed, is going to make that significantly harder. So it's pretty much... It's hard to say what exactly is going to happen. I think if Clem moves in right now with... Well, he also has 15 Marines, though. That might just be enough, no? To deter any type of move in.
Yeah, it's funny because those Marines, they really buffer this first mech push. Like, they don't have upgrades or anything, right? They're not a plan for the future, but they're actually very good at this moment where they're just extra damage output, and especially extra anti-air damage output. It's been the difference in a few of the fights that you see of these mech armies early games. So, yeah, this is... genuinely feeling pretty scary right now for Hero. Let's see what he can do. He's down over half the army supply. First Air Sword goes off on a single Marine as well, and Clem is going to start stepping through. He's got a few Hellbats here. He's got SCVs to try and tank and repair as well. Let's see what we get as we are going to be taking this first fight. The Zealot count is just non-existent right now. Like, you think Zealots, you think of swarms of them, but that is not a swarm of Zealots at all.
No, and the Hellbats even were stuck behind the Cyclones there, but despite that, Clem's still in a great spot. 4 Medevacs here to heal the Hellbat. Cyclones moving in forward. Finally, Blue Flame finishes up as well. I just don't think there's anything that Hero can do here. Double eBay block starts as well, as Clem is absolutely destroying his opponent here, despite a god-awful start, losing Oracles, losing his Mind Drop for free, dealing 0 damage. Hero just doesn't stand a chance. This was not a close game at all. Triple eBay wall here for Clem as he just runs in here and quite frankly murders Hero.
Yep, this is going to be a very well thought out one. Again, this one much more committed. You commit to the 2 bases as he's also going to lock himself into the 2 bases of Hero with those engineering bays. and just moves up into the main, where obviously now you just pick your way through production. Hero's just trying to buy time to get as much as possible, but he still has units trapped out toward the third base that can't really access this army just yet. They're pulling probes into Blue Flame Hellbats. That's not going to have a happy ending. GG, and Clem with the 2-0 makes it into the finals today. Wasn't that
Hate
fun?
to see it. Who's in the other side of the finals?
Solo Showtime.
Oh, that's also a good match. What the hell? Did they wait for us?
Yes, of course. Yeah. No, idiot.
It's on NA too, no?
Yeah, should be.
You think they already vetoed?
No chance.
No chance? You think I can go to the toilet?
Yeah, I'll make them wait for you.
Yes.
You need to give Harsam a freaking toilet pass, man. It's like, you can use it once per tournament. That's it. This guy's always off. He's always off toileting, snacking as well. Always has somewhere to be instead of just waiting between the games, huh? Crazy. Yeah, still a Showtime coming up. The winner will play Clem in the finals, so I guess we get a non-mirror final unless Clem cranks out some Protoss. What's fun is actually this is a repeat top 4 from WardiTV Mondays 49. I actually wonder if that's the first time we've ever had. It seems unlikely, but I wonder if it is the first time we've had a repeat top 4. I'm gonna do some scrolling. Different. It's gonna take a while to check, but I'm committed to the cause right now. Still different. We're going back quite a long way. There's going to be a point where the back-to-back top 4 has already happened. I'm just going to do all of this for nothing. But I'm at edition 30, and I'm committed to figuring this out at this stage. I don't know, it might not have ever happened before. Kind of crazy. Very nearly happened in edition 18 to 19, but didn't. I know this is very uninteresting for you guys, but this is genuinely exciting for me. Yeah, we've never had a repeat top 4. That's crazy. How about that for edition 50? Back-to-back top 4 repeat. That's actually so wild that that's never happened before. I guess a lot of it's just because obviously some weeks certain players just take the next week off or something, but yeah, that's genuinely so wild. Crazy. Alright. I'm gonna tell Harsam about this when he comes back, and he's gonna be like, cool. Because he never...
Cool?
Yeah, cool.
Well,
We've never had... This is the first time ever that the top 4 in back-to-back Monday Cups is the same top 4.
back-to-back Monday Cups.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I thought so too,
That is very unlikely, no?
But for it to never be the same top 4, or for it to be...
Yeah. 1 in 50. And it is especially...
No,
I'm surprised there was no celebration because this was the 50th cup. Technically 51st, no?
Well, there was a half cup, yeah. But, well, I mean, the celebration is, I'm getting married, so... Celebrate
For
that
the 50th cup?
yeah, the 50th cup
That's
celebration.
crazy.
Yeah, it's all planned out.
Is there going to be 51 next week, or
No.
you are skipping it?
No, I can't because you're here still.
Oh, that's true. When do I leave? Monday?
Yeah, you leave on Monday.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, so
Dude,
I
I
was
stay for 5 days?
4
the hell?
days, no? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, yeah, kind of 5 days, yeah.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll allow me in for that long.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Apparently you have to get like a special thing to come to the UK now.
Yeah, I know. I requested it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I said they're just taking my cash.
Yeah, I know. It's literally just like, hey, pay us for your trip here.
Yeah, like what? They're not checking anything, because
Yeah,
then they
yeah.
wouldn't let me in. The type of stuff that I've said about the British people.
You know too much of the slang as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But they know I'm not British because most people can understand my English.
Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, no, WardiTV 51 is cancelled because of you. It was literally your fault.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I was like, we could just, Kevin could just cast it with me until he has to leave. And Helen looked at me and I was like, you're right. Just take next week off. We're good.
Really?
Yeah. So instead, we're going to take you out for lunch. How nice is that?
That's crazy. I have some... Irene's been hyping up one place big time ever since she went to
that's where we're going. Because she's been hyping
sick.
it up.
Yeah. Irene thought like so. It was called like Manata or something like this.
Yeah, Malatang.
Yeah. And Irene says like the best she's had. And then we went to a place like this here in the Netherlands. I freaking loved it already. And she said it's terrible compared to the one I went to in the UK. like terrible. She's like, I give it like 3 stars or something like that. So like to me, there's like 5 stars. It was so freaking good. I loved it. It was really expensive too, though. Holy crap.
How accurate is Irene's rating of food usually?
Irene likes weird stuff. I don't know. Like sometimes she'll be like, "Oh, this is really delicious," and I taste it, and it's like, it's okay. One time she had like a, the Vietnamese, it's banh mi,
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was like a banh mi place in Amsterdam, and it's like, this is like the most delicious sandwich I ever had in my life. And then I had it, and I was like, it's like, I don't think it was like a top 15 sandwich. It's like okay, If you get this at like a catered event, you're like, oh, not bad, This is decent. But it wasn't super great. Like the bread was a little bit dry. And then sometimes she'll say something is very good, and then it actually is very good. But yeah, it's hard to say.
I'm interested. I mean, I like this place. I don't know if it's rave worthy, but like, it's very solid. Like, it's very consistent too. So.
Yeah. That's good. I like that. Consistency is key. We once had a Thai place that we used to go to, and like the first time we went there, it was so good. And then the second time we went there, it wasn't as good anymore, but we kind of were gaslighting ourselves. Like, it was still pretty good,
Yeah.
And then the third time we just realized that it wasn't good at all anymore. It's just like, they must have fired the cook, Like, I think
something changed.
a lot of types of food are very cook dependent. But like, if you just have a good cook, like they can, they make it delicious. And I think they just fired the wrong guy or something, or maybe he passed away, I don't know. Maybe he started his own restaurant, but it just wasn't good anymore. And we went 2 more times to check just to be sure. It freaking sucked.
I like the dedication to checking. It must have been real good the first time.
It was actually so delicious. Like, we don't have a lot of good Thai places in the Netherlands. So when we went there, like, this was actually very, very good. Like, super high tier. And then, we tried going back. It just wasn't it. Still sad about that.
Yeah, that's the worst. I feel like I get that with like some takeaways sometimes, where you get it once, you're like, man, this was really what I wanted. Like, it was great. Like, 10 out of 10. And then you order it the next time. It's like, even if you order the same thing, it's just like, man, maybe I just really wanted it last time or something. Or the vibe was different. Or like, it's a different day.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. 3 drones.
Yeah, it's nasty damage, man. It's nasty damage for sure.
I feel like Solar.
Double Oracle.
I really feel like Solar is so frequently losing his workers early game ZVP. I feel like he's one of the messier players.
Okay, who else does it though? I'm gonna ask you. I have another player in mind, high level player.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Rogue is honestly worse. Like, I'll watch a Rogue game and he'll lose like 14 workers.
Yeah, Rogue
like, all right.
happens to Rogue a lot. I just think it happens to Solar a lot as well. Like, I feel like all of his PvZ ZVPs, I'm always thinking like, how many is it going to be this time, before we even start.
Oh, the links are stuck. Oh no.
Lucky.
3 drones are gonna get caught here by the stasis that should not have landed at all. We have a stasis in the main base. Quick pull away still. Only 1 drone is gonna get caught. There's some nice harassment out of Showtime with the double Oracle. Shades in with the 4 adapt as he follows this up with a 4-gate +1 blink. And we have a layer, no +1 melee for Solar. So most likely range upgrades is what we're looking at in that case. Stasis is gonna try once more, I think, here in the natural. Shouldn't really succeed. There's too many links nearby. This was a silly stasis. This was a
Yeah.
silly stasis.
Trying for something that didn't really exist. The Debs don't find a way in either, so for now we are going to see this being defended against, and nothing more to come of this unless the Oracles can peel around. The Debs are going to threaten again and see if they want to, but there's too many Lings about. I mean, Showtime is still kind of equal in workers, though, so he's going to be pretty happy when, you know, he saw this. Numbers definitely look good for him in these early stages, and yeah, we get +1 Blink on the way as a next step, and Solar's going to bypass straight through to the Hydra dance. So he's going to end up going Ling Hydra. Always opens the door for some kind of aggressive timings where you just kind of go Hydras, the Ling's in front, you just try and get enough Hydras to out-damage anything else. But we'll see what approach Solar wants to take. As obviously, Showtime's already kind of stepping forward. Blink nearly done. He can apply pressure right from the get-go, and then fourth might be in some trouble.
Yeah, there's no creep there either, like pushing forward. And there's going to be a lot of damage on the fort before Solar even gets his queens there. Like without queens you can't defend it. His queens aren't there, but I guess you just can't defend it. Yes, that's the reality here. We're gonna go for a Ling run by. These are upgradeless Lings though, we shouldn't forget about that. Like they're terrible. They're terrible. They're actually really bad. So you're going to need some Hydras in order to deal with this army. One pylon is gonna fall here. I mean, this Ling run by is gonna achieve absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
65 works to 63. This looks bad, no?
I mean, the supply block is the only benefit, right? Like, it was a good pylon to kill because Showtime significantly supply blocked from it. At a bad time, he didn't start another pylon just yet either, so when he gets unblocked, it's only going to be for a moment. He does put some investment into gateways, though. He puts the storm out, so he does find a way to spend the money. So maybe not too end of the world as we clean out the watchtower, and Showtime definitely had a very good first few minutes of this game, and now stepping back and away. He's going to have Storm on the way up, ready to deal with the Ling Hydra Force, and you see the Infestation Pit from Solar. I like that we're seeing that, because I don't think he does anything successfully off of just Ling Hydra on this one.
No, he's probably going to go into Lurker eventually. So you have that Infestation Pit, double Oracle now coming into the main. And I love that Showtime, he's just so committed to getting the info, right? So it goes into the main. Oh, he's going to lose one Oracle here. That was bad. But he just wanted the revelation on the Hive. He's like, hey, is this lair or is this Hive? I just want to know. Then I can make my decisions from here on out. And only after he sees that his opponent indeed is going into Hive, he starts moving over towards his fort base. And I think that is a very fair decision to make. These Templar could be in a little bit of trouble. They are in a lot of trouble, actually. All of them need to morph into Archons here. Hydras are now knocking on the door. Solar, I think, was just going to go for a small little move out, but this ends up being a lot of damage, direct and indirect. Like, morphing those Archons here means that you're going to have way less storms. You're going to need to build more Templar, and that will delay your Tempest transition, which is kind of what you want to go into usually.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, just painful for Showtime to be on so many less storms and so much less comfortable against the storm. I mean, it gives Solar a little bit of breath of fresh air now as he gets to get to the lurk again, get to the Hive, and actually get to really improve his army to where he wants to be. So a couple cannons will deflect those Lings for the moment. They will not commit through. Over on the left as Showtime adds more static defense down. Solar opening up the map. I can't imagine he's going to wait long in terms of starting the lurker upgrades and getting going there.
Yeah. See the Lurker then. Seismic Spines. And Adaptive Talent starting instantly. Already queued up. Like, he's not taking any prisoners here. He's going to go full upgrades. You have no +2 range quite yet. You do have a 5th base on the way, but I don't really feel like Solar is the type of guy to take this to the late game, you know? He's going to go for a Lurker push. This is going to be one hell of a committed Lurker push, Wardy.
Yeah. No, it really is. The lurker count is growing as well, but Showtime is going to play around on the edge of creep, take the watchtower for a second. Big stasis catches a lot of Lings, slowing down the counter. And there is the Stargate and Fleet Beacon to keep the tech coming from Showtime to really get to the Tempest that you want to see to help you out with that lurker count that's growing on the side of the Zerg.
Yeah, like I said, these 3 Archons, they force Showtime to warp in 4 more Templar, which forced him to delay his Fleet Beacon and Tempest. The first Tempest ideally should be out already once the Lurkers come knocking on the door. Solar's playing this very slow. Maybe could have moved further forward. Perhaps he wants to go in between the bases, though. No, that's not what he wants. He is taking a very slow approach here.
Lurker's just going to be starting to hit some of the Stalkers as they step up. But yeah, he's just going to sit back a little and let the Lurkers tickle away. But we are going to see the Tempest coming out soon. That'll put a bit more pressure on this army to really step up and make something happen. I mean, right now, you're killing cannons off. That's not doing too much. There's the Lurker's going to make a bit more of a move forward. So starting to have a little bit more emphasis on getting something done. First couple storms coming down. It's such a choked up area for Showtime to attack into. High Templar Nelly walking into the Lurkers. We will also see Zealots across the map that Spines will help with. But it is still going to take some attention from Solar pulling units back to deal with it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Two lurkers are one storm away from dying. The first Tempest now show up. This base theoretically can fall for Showtime as long as he keeps majority of his probes and Templar alive. Could lose majority of his Templar now. Has a couple of Archons. Don't think you really want to commit into this position right now. A couple of Archons going in. Zealots are going to get attacked from the lurkers on the bottom side as well. Is this enough for Showtime? The answer seems to be maybe. Hydra reinforcements still coming across. There's 3 lurkers still in the back as well. This is a wild game. Supply, it feels very close as a Tempest is gonna fall. Second Tempest is gonna fall here as well. Showtime with some mediocre plays there, but still seems to be somewhat okay.
Yeah, he's holding off. The Zealots on the other side going to make a distraction, get a few drones as well, so a hit on the economy. And like I say, pulling a few units back. And when it's just the Hydras left over, it's always scary because maybe they get chased. In this case, we just about managed to pull away.
Yeah. 3 more lurkers on the way. Spire coming up as well. We're up to 10 gas, but only 8 of those 10 are mining. If we do get up to those 10 gas mining, it would be huge here. Triple Tempest, quadruple Tempest out now, and we have a couple of storms available too. This is a problem here for the lurker, man. He's gonna try to push in, at least snipe this 4th base. But can he continue on his mission of killing the Protoss army then? I'm not so certain.
Yeah, I mean, you get rid of the base. I still feel like Showtime's army is good. So much of the strength from Soul is the position that he holds. Tempest needs to be careful though about to fly over Hydras. Looks as though it's going to maybe get caught. Soul wants it. He's going to get it. He's going to eat a storm in the end as he stepped very far forward to grab it, but he's able to back away. And Showtime just needs to reconsider where he's going to expand to. Do you think he just re-expands the exact same place? Probably, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think for now his main goal is just trying to stay alive. This Corruptor transition is really fast, by the way. I was worried for Solar still, but I didn't realize he already had a Spire, to be honest. That Spire is a huge game changer because his lurker count is okay. Like, this is good enough. His Hydra count is okay. This is good enough. And then if you have something to deal with the Tempest, like, you can probably go in there at some point the moment your opponent tries to take a 4th base. And you are up 4 gases right now, which is a huge deal. Love to see a 6th base coming up soon as well, as the Prism top right is going to get cleared by these Corruptors. Nexus will get cancelled here instantly as lurkers hold a position.
Game paused.
Lag. I was gonna say, definitely felt like lag. Man, there's been a lot of lag lately. But hopefully just a passing moment and we can get back onto it. As obviously Solar is
Game resumed.
about to fight through onto this army, or at least thinking of it.
Okay, Prism goes down. We're gonna go up to 15 Corruptors. 15, 1-5. Showtime has a powerful force, but is it powerful enough?
Very good question.
4 Archons.
Yeah, oh, nice Storm. Is actually going to jump on kind of half of this army initially. The Storm's going to do a lot of damage to the Lings that run in from the backside, so a lot of Lings go down. He has no detection, though, against the Lurkers, so those few Lurkers that he was kind of on top of then really do work, because they maybe would have died if there was detection, but now they do not, and there's enough Hydras to keep it going on the ground as well. The Corruptors are still fighting through the Tempest, and Showtime just gets overrun in the end. Solar is going to end up taking game 1 of this BO3.
Corruptors came in a little late, but it still was fine, and I got the W. Well done. Good execution out of Solar.
Yeah, that's cool.
Especially given that Showtime was in a good spot after the early game, I think. Like, that was fine. And then, I mean, him having to morph those Archons was a huge deal.
Yeah, losing the High Templars that way, because they were all so full of energy as well. Like, they were ready to just storm for days. So, pretty brutal.
Wow, they can't really storm for days. It's what, 4 seconds already? So
yeah,
even if you have 6...
4 seconds times 6 times 2 times more warpins. Basically...
It's not for days. Like, they're maximum gonna get, like, to, like, a minute.
God. In StarCraft time, that's like days.
There's no day-night cycle in StarCraft, though, is there? In Warcraft 3, you could say something like this, Wardy. Does World of Warcraft have a day-night cycle?
Yeah, I guess it goes dark at nighttime on server time.
Ah, just like in Pokemon.
Yep, that's the thing as well, yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of Pokemon Silver back in the day.
I mean, World of Warcraft has like fireworks when it's New Year's and stuff as well. It's wild.
Really?
Yeah, I used to sit on top of the city roof and watch the fireworks go off. I was a cool kid, you know.
Wait, you're serious? You actually did this?
Yeah, of course. But I didn't have any cool parties to go to. I was like 12, you know.
Yeah, okay, I should. Well, still, as well. Celebrate it differently, but hey, you know, what did they say? Every jar has a lid.
What did it say? You're a weirdo? Yeah, cool.
No. That's fine. It's different experiences. Oh, here comes the hatch block. Imagine your Showtime though after the previous game. How would you look at that?
I think you look at it as you had a good position and you kind of let Solo take a bit too much control, right? Like you let the game get away from you.
Yeah.
What it really comes down to.
I like it. Too much control. I also think, you know, one of the things that I've been thinking about is just having all my Templar in my main control group. And then also having them in a separate control group so this type of stuff doesn't happen.
What's it that they're just always following?
Yeah, they're always following. Or you should just put them like really in the mineral line, you know, so that even if the links come in, then you can just... Maybe you need to morph one, but you never need to morph all 6. And I think the positioning there genuinely was off.
Makes sense. Yeah, just can't let Solo take advantages of stuff like that, especially when he's getting to the lurkers, right? Because it's right at that moment where Solo wants to be able to take control of the map, because the lurkers, if they get somewhere, can be so annoying to deal with. And that was the knock-on effect, right? Is that now that Solo can just walk into position, like, then you have to push him back away from that, which takes way too long and takes too many bad fights, essentially.
Yeah. Have I shown you the new wall, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
So, there's this Italian Protoss player called Leralex. Do you know him?
Yep.
Yeah, he showed this to me. That on, I think it is 5 or 6 of the maps, you can wall with a pylon, gate, and a cybercore. In such a way that if you add a second gateway, it is a full wall, or like a wall with one gap without a pylon exposed in it.
Oh, that's cool.
So basically it's the type of wall that Hero used to do a lot, except it's safe and good.
Because you can block the pylon from being...
You can block the pylon later on, but also a lot of Heroes' walls were with a pylon to the side, so an adept wouldn't make it tight. But because it's between a pylon and a gate, it is always tight there as well. I have seen no one else use it yet. I think this is a huge blunder. It's also really good against 12 pools and 16 pools. But no one plays that, but imagine that someone would.
But if they did, then they're screwed, yeah.
Yeah, they're screwed, double screwed. First of all, you play that build, it's terrible in general, but it's even worse now. Like, it's legit unwinnable.
It's cool.
It is very cool. I will show it to you, maybe when I come over to your house on third. I will show it to you on every map. All 3 different positions on Less Fantasy.
I'll get the second chat behind my desk ready so we can sit down and really nerd out over this one.
yeah. I look forward to it. Ooh, look at this. Single Oracle into Twilight Council into 4-gate glaives is what this is gonna be. It could also be 6-gate glaives. We have seen that out of Showtime actually, 6-gate glaives. I'm not expecting it, but it is a possibility. Showtime, he has his freaky side for sure.
Yeah, he sometimes does throw that kind of mix in. I feel like it's something you see. You don't expect it from Showtime as well. We're so used to him being the macro guy. He plays defensive and solid. You've always got to think, you know, it's that mix-up that can be so dangerous as well, right? So, and there's Glaives at least starting up right now.
Yeah. Cool. There comes the stasis to the main base. Oh, that's a lot of damage, no? That's really a lot of damage on that first Oracle. Whoa.
I think it goes down, yeah. It's not great because that really limits what you can do later. No room for error with that Oracle now, and yeah, obviously the longer you keep your Oracles about, typically the better, the happier you're feeling, so...
Very true. Okay, here comes another Glaive Chrono. So you have 4 Adepts coming in extra. So we're gonna have, what is it, 12 Adepts at 5 minutes and what was it, like 2 seconds or something? Then you go across the map, so it's gonna hit like 5:20. And this Roadhorn is not gonna be in time for that. Like, this Roadhorn will barely finish, but the Roaches won't be done. So there's going to need to be a full wall. It's going to be a defense with Ling Queen up until then. But look at this. Like how much time does the Solar need here? He's going to need at least like 20 seconds or so of full wall. Yeah. Does he give up mining on the third base for now, or what's the play? He needs to wall the natural. If he doesn't wall the natural, he's toast. That is number 1. He does not have the Ling count right now to fight with Queen plus Ling, I think. I think you can actually fight the queens with 12 adepts here. Loses the oracle. A huge blunder.
Yeah, losing that. Just going to cancel that shade and just continue for the moment to fight here. The feelings going down. Roaches are on the way, but the wall is holding. Showtime wants to try and force his way through. Threatens the shade to the third base. Re-walls for a few more moments. We've just not been killing Lings during this time. It feels as though this is going to start being held by Stoller, who is going to get a little bit better control in this. Still needs to gather the Roaches up. Makes a few more Lings, but it's looking way more manageable than it was at first. There are a few reinforcing adepts arriving soon, but I mean, Showtime just can't find a way in at all.
A perfect defense, given the situation for Solar here. Absolutely perfect defense. Yes. Yes, that was perfect. Entirely what you want. He gets an instant infestation. But is this for Swarm Host? No way, right? We don't play Swarm Host in this house.
I mean, yeah, I'd be surprised, but then maybe. I mean, he doesn't have a great economy, so maybe he feels like Swarm Hosts are a thing. Like, he's only on 53 drones.
Swarm Host? Really?
He has nothing built up to build Swarm Hosts with, though, so...
Yeah, it's probably just Hive, right? But he also doesn't have a Hydra then.
He actually doesn't have any setup.
Okay, now he gets the Hydra then. Okay. Yeah, so the Lurker spines will be a little bit delayed. So you need your Hydra then like a little bit faster than you start your Hive, usually. But he's not starting the Hive yet either, so maybe it's all good. He might just be confused as well. He's not getting anything, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Hive. 7 minutes in after such an early game. Not too bad. Stalker count is very decent for Showtime already. Stalkers are kind of useless, though, unless you can do something with them. Like, they basically delay everything. Like, they're that type of people. It's an insurance policy. You know? You really don't want insurance for anything. You just want insurance for things, you know, you can't afford. Yeah, you'll insure your house, but you should never insure you, like... If you buy, like a what you call it, like a backpack or something for $35, and the dude selling you the backpack asks you if you want insurance on it, you should tell him no. It's a bad financial decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same that stalkers are often a bad financial decision. You feel like they're good, but most of the time, they just delay things that you actually want. Like a second backpack.
Yes, just a stalkers or a backpack. We've got to bring that one up next time.
Yeah, it wasn't the strongest analogy I've had. I don't know what to tell you. Once you commit to something, though, Wardy, you're staying. Yeah, that's important. There's a lot of stalkers, by the way. Sometimes you can choke a guy with insurance policies. Shove him in his mouth.
Yeah.
That might be what's happening over here. The stalkers are in big numbers.
This is called the small print, you know?
Yeah. He has a lot of stalkers. He has a lot of stalkers. Solar has a lot of drones. If he survives here, Solar will probably be fine. His Hive is finished up. Lurker then is also done. But more and more stalkers are streaming forward. It is 8 gateways of the stalkers moving in forward. And I do not think that Solar has enough stuff here to deal with this. Roaches are not great against stalkers. It's the one unit that actually dies to the stalker. Maybe a drone pool could still help. Like, the supply for Solar stays surprisingly decent, because his injects must have been really solid, only on 4 bases, and he's been spending all of his cash significantly, seriously well. We're now going to get our drone pool. Stalkers suck against drones. Drones are also not great against Stalkers. They will end up dying, but they tank quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, this is not enough, right? I mean, we need to get a few more Hydras up to really maybe make the difference here, and we're just not there. Now we're at the point of losing Hydras, although Stalker count's not what it once was, but the Hydras begin to retreat, even blinking after, and there's a big wave of Stalkers showing up. That's going to be nice. As we've killed 15 drones throughout this, and the supplies are finally tilting over into Showtime's favor, which is always a good sign for the Protoss. The game is going to get cold. Showtime ties it 1-1.
You know what's interesting there? Imagine a scenario where Solar looks at the push and tells himself, in a minute and a half, I'm going to die. Let me just give up my forward base now and defend the high ground. I think he survives, and his position is actually okay. Like, if he manages to switch, like, maybe 10 drones to his third base, he expands towards the left side, he's on Hive, has a Lurker then, he's playing against someone that's on pure Stalker. You get two Lurkers out, you win the game, right?
Yep.
Well, not two, but you get 4 or 5.
You have a
like,
chance,
the game is over. Like, there's no Storm, there's no Immortal, there's no Tempest, there's no forward base. Like, 3-base Lurker beats 3-base Stalker.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm with me too.
Ultra level.
So that means that 3 people agree with my opinion now.
3 hill people.
Yeah.
Me, you, and
No, I back myself up a
back
second
yourself
time.
Second time.
I use my Joker. Yeah.
Second back in, yeah. Fair enough.
Have you ever played Cuphead?
Yeah. Not a lot, but I know what it is.
What do you mean? Not, you didn't finish it? That's too hard for you,
No
Hardy?
chance. I'm terrible at just playing single player games. Like I play them for like 2 hours, and then
It's
I
a
like
co-op game. You can
What?
play co-op.
yeah I know I can play co-op, but I didn't have anyone to play co-op with at the time. So
But when did you play this?
well, this is an old game, no? Cuphead?
2017.
2017, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
DLC came out 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh.
What is your excuse, Wardy?
I just had no one to play with in 2017. I was busy grinding StarCraft every day for 17 hours.
True. 17 hours?
I did a lot of big... back then I'd come in early, I'd do like a Korean tournament, instead of later Korean tournament, into Europe, into NA.
Really?
Yeah.
Back in the day, huh?
Yeah, when there was like multiple tournaments in one day.
Hmm.
There was a lot to cast sometimes. It'd be balanced out as well, because then you'd have like, an IEM every second week, so then it'd be 4 days of nothing. So,
Ah,
alright,
nice.
1-1.
15 edge. Dirty. Very dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. Send your first probe across the map on an adventure. This guy just has one task, right? He
One
gets
job.
sent out with a message, and then he shows up, and the freaking hatch goes down 2 seconds before him. Like, what is the point?
Oh well. So yeah, that's the game you play. When you send your first probe over.
Yeah, it sucks though. It really does. I've seen a lot of the Korean Zergs just kind of give up on stopping the blocking by microing their drones, and they just chase with a drone. Like this,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. It just loses you money. It's never correct. It's a lazy approach. A lot of Pros players do this too. But in PvP, it makes a bit more sense because on both sides, you have the probe harass going on at the same time most of the time. So in that case, you kind of need to split your attention between 2 things. But I mean, Zerg has nothing to split his attention to right now.
Nothing at all.
Good micro. We're on Central again. This week is the European favorite week.
Yes.
I would love to see someone do the analysis on how many European favored weeks, like how much better Europeans perform. Like we have a very nice data set of Europe versus Korea over 50 weeks with switching server preference.
We didn't switch servers all the time though. This was an edit like maybe 10 to 20 editions ago.
Okay, so I mean, we still have a significant data set.
We do,
now.
yeah. And it'll only get larger.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think will happen once you hit WardiTV Monday number 100?
Probably do like a $1,000 special.
I will be capable of 5xing my weekly $0.
Well, no, because we'll probably play out to like top 8, right? So you might get 25.
Yeah, but more people will sign up
Yeah.
and they'll kick me out of the top 8.
Do you think? I don't even think we can get many more sign-ups. Like maybe everyone will sign up instead of just most people.
Yeah. Oh, he went for a core block once he saw the links come by. That's cute. Didn't really do anything, but it's
I just
cute
say-
nonetheless.
Kaylaris just donated with a message that says wedding gift. And I would just like to legally state this is not a wedding gift because he because he we went to Kaylaris' wedding and I told Helen we don't need to get him a gift because if we don't get him a gift, he won't have to get us a gift, right? You know?
Yeah.
I told Kaylaris this. I was like, Helen said she'll murder me if they end up getting us a gift. So I feel like I'm getting murdered right now. Just,
Oh no.
yeah, I'm dying inside.
That's very sad.
Very sad. Unbelievable. So this was not a wedding gift, it was a donation to StarCraft. Just want to clarify that.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Alright,
Oh, what is this?
Back to business.
This is once again single Oracle into Twilight. Showtime, he liked what he tasted in the previous game. He tasted victory there and damage. There's 12 extra links on the way right now. I don't know quite what they're for. Is he just... Oh, he's gonna go lair? Dude, Solar is in a genuinely terrible position.
Yeah.
Like, if he's not gonna get a cancel on this base, right? We know that. Like, there's no way. Like, he has the queens moving across. Yeah, he might get a cancel now. Because there's no battery here. But this is a queen ling walk. Oh, this might work, Wardy.
Has some chance, you think?
Yeah. I mean, there's no batteries. There's no second oracle yet. Second oracle is on the way out. There's not going to be a third oracle anytime soon. This is good control, though, out of Showtime. Like, he's warping in exactly where he needs to. He's building exactly where he needs to. Links are dying at a rapid pace. The queens are now showing up. Do we still have our recharge available? We're going to get our next recharge available soon. That would be nice. Okay, there we go. He could fight these queens, right? Because he has a battery in the back. Yeah. This is
going well, and as long as you get rid of these queens, this feels very, very held, right? So this is going to be a pushback. Showtime will knock Solar away. Big hold.
Yeah. Keeps all oracles alive. Kills 4 queens and 33 links. Take a look at the units lost here. 2 adepts, 1 battery versus 33 links and 4 queens. That is a lopsided resource lost tab there.
This is, I mean, this is brutal because now you are going to be on blink, and Solar's going to have a whole bundle of nothing. Like, he's going to have some basic lings and what else? A Hydra Den, so you can start building Hydras, but from a terrible spot. It feels tough, especially because Showtime is indeed going to start walking across the map.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the only thing that Solar realistically can do is go for a Ling Hydra attack. He's going to have to do this off of a 4 to 5 gas setup. I don't think he can add any more drones before Showtime hits him. This is going to be a defensive all-in, though, pretty much. He wants to kill his opponent on his own side of the map. And if that doesn't happen, he is most likely just dead, because he doesn't have anything as a follow-up. Templar Archive's already going down. This is like the biggest timer that you can put on a Zerg player that is on Ling Hydra. Like, if you get a storm out, the game ends. And you always get 2 storms out nowadays. So, yeah, it's looking very tough. Stasis Ward does get killed before it finishes up. Hydra, Queen Ling. It's just not in big enough numbers to deal with this, I think. So, yeah, you can't just walk across the map here being Solar.
No, you cannot. If your Stork's going to blink in, those Lings going to get deflected, and Showtime just doing the right thing as well, right? Gets the 4th, gets a couple of units and just backs up. So he can just say to Solar that you have to come to me. And now Solar's going to try and build drones and infestation pit. And I mean, the moment that Showtime has Storm, he's going to be able to try and just push again with a lot of confidence behind his army.
Yeah, I think this is deluding himself. He cannot play. He cannot play a macro game from here, right? It's impossible. Like, he's just gonna walk. Like, the moment there's 3-4 storms here, like, you have nothing that deals with splash at all. Even this Stalker army is already tough to deal with. Like, you add in 2 storms into the mix, it's game. We're gonna get 8 gateways. The one thing is that there won't be a robo, which is actually kind of a big deal. So no quick reinforcements. You can warp in 8 zealots at the same time into a fight. Like, that is adios Solar. Solar's gonna try. Like, I respect the decisions, but it's going to be tough as hell. For now, he's just defending this ramp. He's gonna make sure there's no fort base going up, or at least he's gonna try to scout that with one of these links. As Showtime moves on forward, kills 1 Hydra, kills 2 Hydras, loses nothing. Stasis in the back is going to help out. As we get a revelation on top of this army. What is the Templar count? It's 3, Wardy. So we're gonna have 5-ish storms or so here. 4 or 5 storms.
It's a lot of storms when your army is Ling Hydra right now. And Showtime knows what's up as well, right? He knows that he should be... I mean, do you think he should go pushing, or do you think he's okay just to take a 4th and set up against the incoming lurkers for the future?
I think you have to, like, you have to move across the map here. Like, just to kind of leverage your position. The moment your cannons finish, if you're not moving across the map, you're doing something wrong. Like, it's impossible to die unless you have a terrible fight. And you don't want your opponent to freely get a move across in order to like a transition into lurkers here. I think Showtime is playing this way too passive. Like, he's still going to be in a good spot. I'm not saying he's going to be in a bad spot, but he's playing this way too passive. He could have and should have killed a base here. Might still be capable of doing that as he moves a little bit towards the north side of the map. Might try to walk in over here. 3 lurkers moving in position, though. Once lurkers are in position, it actually is hard to kill bases.
Yep. No, I mean, that's the thing. That's what we saw last time as well. Once the lurkers get in position, it's kind of nasty. We are going to see a couple of storms coming down. We see the lurkers in position defensively this time as they relocate. A couple of them super low. Showtime just steps back, and I think he's just going to let a Stargate come through and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. Like he's going to be in a good spot still, but I think there was definitely something left on the table here for Showtime.
Yeah, no, I think he had a huge opportunity with how the game was setting up. I think I catch on some of these lurkers in the middle. Storm with his own zealots, which is obviously just part of storming those lurkers down. Keeps the storm on the ramp to keep the units down for a little bit further. There's a little bit of a detection issue, no? Oracle shows up finally for Revelation. But he has detection available, it just feels like it's not been there a couple of times over.
Yeah. I'm with you there. First few Templates are about to pop out, number 1 and number 2. We have a Zealot Templar force that's kind of in the middle as well. I mean, this is similar to what was happening on Maganata, but this time Showtime's position is 100 times better. Like, it is so much better right now. Oh, Tempests are in a little bit of trouble though, and one Tempest is gonna fall. Once again, some sloppy control. Lurker count is at 9. Tempest count is at 1. I wouldn't mind seeing a Zealot run by, like running into one of the bases, maybe even the natural or the third base. I think it could do some serious damage. Like, they're not super useful in this moment right now. You're mainly using Storms for zoning and Tempest for shooting. Maybe eventually you want to collapse onto this army. As indeed a couple of Lurkers are going to get taken out here.
A couple of Lurkers go down, Hydra's trying to push through. A couple of Storms going to hit that area. That's going to be a lot of the Hydra's taking a lot of damage right there. So it's going to soften those up. It's just those Lurkers in position. Again, once they're there, it's so tough. But we are going to get the Tempest to start pushing through this. And this time around, there is no Spire for Solar, right? So as the Tempest count grows, this does become more and more dangerous. Whereas in the last game, there was the Corruptors that were going to be on the way as an answer to those Tempests eventually as well.
Yeah. A couple more Storms going to rain down.
I mean, Solar's doing the right thing, I think, pressuring to the way part where it feels as though Showtime might want to attack in just a little bit too soon to those Lurkers. Gets rid of one more Tempest, which is nice, keeping that number as low as possible, but Showtime's still holding, and I still feel like with time, Showtime's position is getting way better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Zealots here are dying at a rapid pace as the cooling tower gets taken out. That is very nice for Showtime, giving him a more clear area to storm. If there was a Spire and like 12 gas behind this, I'd be very happy. But without a Spire, there's really nothing that Solar can do behind this. Showtime has been mining off of those 8 gases as well. He hasn't been losing many of the key units. Yes, Zealots and Stalkers have been going down, but he doesn't care about that. He has 1,600 gas in the bank. The moment Showtime stabilizes, he's going to create world's greatest army. And now there's no detection here, no Overseer nearby. That should be the end of this push.
Yeah, finally the Mothership cloaking up, and that is going to be, at least for the moment, the end of this. Observers here as well, so we can take down some of the Lurkers. Solar's just going to siege up as he's being chased. Still doesn't have detection here, though, so these Lurkers are not shooting just yet. And they're getting wiped out, and you can see that Solar's supply is plummeting. And Showtime's supply is looking good. He is looking to make it to back-to-back Monday Cup finals. As he takes down Solar here and advances to the finals today to take on Clem this time.
A European party.
European party. It's not happened a lot unless it's Clem Max Packs. Even that hasn't happened a lot. In fact, the last time we had Europe versus Europe was Showtime Clem in 44, and Showtime did win.
Really? Showtime did win back then, guys.
Yeah.
So be sure to stay tuned for the finals today.
Stay tuned for the finals. Are you staying tuned for the finals?
I'm staying tuned for I'm staying tuned for the
I'm
finals.
gonna do some shoutouts. I'm gonna mute on Discord for a bit.
No. We do them together.
We do them together. There's a lot.
How many do you have?
I have a bunch.
How many? There's a number.
I don't know.
Like 3, 10, 15. Like, you know?
Probably like 10.
10? Okay. Okay, you do one, then I do one. Okay?
But you don't know what they are.
No. I'll do my own.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right. Let me go back to where I stopped saying thank you to people. All right. Thank you so much, Powder Skier 73 for the 5,000 bits.
Thank you, Mike Callum, for the tier 1 subscription.
Had Sugar Teats on the 81-month resub.
Thank you, Moistchip XX, for the Twitch Prime for 44 months.
Andy Fig Oa 79 for the 2,500 bits.
Shout out to Mike Callum for the tier 1 subscription.
McCrazy on the 8-month Prime resub.
Moistchip XX with a Twitch Prime for 44 months.
Headfield's Downstroke on the 28-month resub on the Prime.
Mike Callum with the tier 1 subscription. Much appreciated.
Halaris on the £50.
Moistchip XX with the Twitch Prime for 44 months. Much appreciated.
Halaris on the £75.
My Callum with the tier 1 subscription 26 minutes ago. Love that, brother.
KLR's on the £100.
Moist Chip, thank you very much for the resubscription with the Prime. They've been subscribed for 44 months. Shout out to you.
Delphus with the £25 donation.
And my Callum with the tier 1 subscription 27 minutes ago. Shout out to you.
BBB dude on the £40 donation.
Mike Callum just gave out 5 community gift subs.
Saved.
Thank you to him. And welcome Benti98, Blood Milan, Ro RTS, Lightweight KZ, and P the Boss Bouter.
Maybe you should have saved those for like individual shout.
No, I have a couple more. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
okay, you're good. Juniper129. Thank you so much for the 23-month resub on the Prime.
Thank you, Moist Chip XX, for the Twitch Prime subscription. They've been subscribed for 44 months. Shout out to you.
Yeah, Dragon gifting a sub to Killaris.
And Mike Callum with the tier 1 subscription 27 minutes ago.
Matt Jew on the £8 donation.
Mike Callum for giving out 5 community sub gifts.
You too.
Sorry?
Who did they go to?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'll
It's
just
fine?
do
Good.
it like this. Yeah.
I'm done. I had a raid for 11.
I still have one more.
Yeah, one more.
Moist Chip XX for the resubscription with Prime for 44 months. Thanks so much for supporting the channel.
I just love how supportive the you know, the wives and wives to be are. You know, both of them with resubs in there. Oh no,
Yeah,
now
for
I have more again now. Clubhouse on the 6-month resub, 3 months in advance as well.
Oh, I'm actually out. I don't have anyone.
Yeah,
left anymore.
you know,
Yeah.
I feel like I need that. Deadly Donkey Kitten gifted us sub to just play like Naru.
Okay, nice.
That was
That was good.
a bunch of shoutouts.
Bunch of shout outs. Oh, I'm hungry as hell. There's legitimately nothing. Like, it's completely empty. My fridge, my
nothing.
pantry. There's nothing there. You know, earlier when I said I went to the toilet, I went to the toilet. I also went downstairs.
Or snack.
I opened my fridge. I closed it. Then I opened it again. And then I just ate a green onion.
That's grim.
Yeah, it was very grim. And I looked at, like, the stack of garlic bulbs that we had. It's like,
Why do you have
Maybe?
nothing? Why do you have nothing to eat? What's going on?
I-
You're not gonna overtake the midday stream time zone with no food behind you, you know.
Yeah, I know. So I want to go to the supermarket, but I don't think Irene wants to go to the supermarket because she says we're leaving soon, but we're leaving on Thursday.
You've got like 3 more days to go.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying as well, which is now it will be too much. So today we're gonna go to the shop. 'Cause
It's
we're
like
out
3
of
days,
food.
and you're also leaving on like Thursday night.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it's one of the worst ideas.
Do you need feeding? I'll feed you when you get here.
No, we have some stuff, but it's not like easy bite, you know. Like I have some
Yeah,
macaronis in
you gotta
there. I
start
have some,
cooking it
you know,
and
like I
stuff.
can eat. It's just I can't. I need a snack, you
Yeah.
know, something fast. And a garlic bulb doesn't quite satisfy that need.
Yeah, no, you're right. It probably doesn't.
Oh, thank you, Surikatu, for the Twitch Prime subscription. Subscribe for 5 months now.
And thank you to Kill Ours gifting us up to Barack Obama.
Is that an actual person in your chat?
I don't no idea. I just saw the gift.
Oh, that's wild.
I don't see anyone talking,
Right.
so.
That guy made an account on June 8th, 2007.
Really?
Yeah.
2007?
Yeah.
What? Did that even exist back then?
No, he made an account. No, he wasn't subscribed to your stream. He just made an account then.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could make accounts in 2000.
Justin TV, probably.
I mean, yeah, but that's still super early days.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know either. Barack Obama.
That's crazy.
He wasn't even president back then, was he?
I don't know the timelines. Probably not.
2008, he became president.
Wow. Pepper, he was
2008
prepared.
to 2012, 2012 to 2016.
He's prepped, huh?
Yeah, this guy was absolutely prepped.
Crazy. Delthus just gave us up to Amaranth as well.
What?
Delthus just gifted us up to Amaranth.
Oh, nice.
I just, just another shout out. And Fear Dragon gifted us up to Wildy with like 17 eyes.
That is also a real account. Made in January 7, 2021. Crazy.
But yeah, I think that's Fear Dragon's account.
I'm pretty sure he just gave
really?
this up to himself and used this account to troll me once. He somehow still has it. Alright. It's finals time. Then Showtime. This is, I think got potential to be some good fun. Like you say, Showtime beat Clem for his WardiTV Monday's victory a few weeks back. A couple months back, maybe now.
Yeah.
It's best of 5. It's TVP for now, at least. And Clem actually lost the last 2 times he played against Showtime, because he also lost in the semi-finals last week. So there's your stats and analysis coming in. These guys are
Feardragon just subbed with an account, or so he gifted a tier 1 sub to When Fart Was Poop Volume 2. An account that has been following my channel since 11th of February 2021.
Yeah. Some of these gift subs are getting crazy. Well, I was just gifted one to RSPCA. Hey,
Messed up.
this is wild.
Alright.
Alright.
Are you ready, Wardy? That's the real question.
I was brought into this series ready. Yeah.
Listen to this.
Listening.
Showtime versus Clem. Now, 2 weeks ago, you would have told me we're gonna see some mech. I would have pushed you off the bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge. But today, not the case. Did you know the Golden Gate Bridge is red?
Yes, I've been there.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't. Is it nice, like that area?
Yeah. Pretty nice.
I used to play a game called Midtown Madness 2. Do you know it?
No.
It's a racing game, and you had 2 different areas you could drive around in. San Francisco and London. And in San Francisco, you could drive over the Golden Gate Bridge, and at the end there would be a tunnel you could go through, and then it would loop you back onto the Golden Gate Bridge. You also have this, I don't know what it's called, but you have flowers. Like it's like a road that is wavy upstairs or downstairs, depending from your perspective, and it's wavy, and there's like perks of flowers in between.
Nice.
Have you been there? It's like famous. It's like one-way road for cars as well. I saw a picture of it in like the 70s.
I'm not sure. Probably not.
No, you would remember it.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, that's I have visions of what San Francisco looks like, you
Yeah.
know, because I've driven around there and I've pushed cops into the water in Midtown Madness too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went after BlizzCon once. I went to stay with Feardragon for like a week. That's good. He worked and I went.
Really?
Yeah, I went out on did touristy stuff every day, and then he worked, and then one day we did a WESG cast together.
Oh, that's cool.
Got paid for being with Feardragon. It was great.
That is indeed very cool. That is the only really real way to spend time with Feardragon. It's by getting paid for it.
It was a bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, proxy Stargate here. What the hell? Showtime.
It's a bit
That's
cheeky,
kinda-
isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty cheeky.
I feel like Proxy Stargate can be really good. Just show up, no one knows what's going on, and then boom, kill a bunch of workers. I like
You
it.
think it's Void Ray or Oracle?
I think it's just Oracle. Of an expansion, surely it's just Oracle.
I've seen the triple Void Ray save up.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
I've not seen that. That sounds wild. I'm in for
There
it.
is a Protoss player whose name I'm forgetting now, who used to do this every single game against my Terran. A triple Void Ray save up. It got me real good the first time, and then the next 6, not so much.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be Oracle though. Wow, this is such an interesting build order. We hardly ever see this. It's going to be single Oracle into Twilight, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Twilight goes down. 3-gate Blink as a follow-up. This is a very old school build. We just don't see these types of builds anymore. Where's the first mine going, Wardy? Is it even gonna burrow? No, it's just waiting. Clem doesn't even believe anymore in the existence of Stargate units.
No, just doesn't think it could be a thing, and it flies. It's super early as well, obviously, since Oracle gets through for a couple SCVs right off the bat. Make it 3, and easily gonna find 4. So yeah.
4.
Yeah, that's it in the end. Trigger across the other side, not going to do much, and will go down to the Adept, so it's a pretty good start from Showtime here. The Oracle getting a full scout. Wouldn't mind locks on, but does not get to fire. Oracle just veering away to the side at the right time there. Now Phoenix starts.
Yes, but more importantly, a proxy gate. So it's going to be a 4-gate Blink follow-up with a Phoenix. So he's actually going to all in off of the back of this, which is really cool. Phoenix to deal with the medevac, and then I guess a bunch of other units to deal with the mines for now. Do we have enough? Okay, Revelation gets cast. Where's our Phoenix? Okay, it's on the way. That's going to be the end of this story.
Yeah, that mine drop ain't going anywhere, and then the Phoenix gets to catch it, and this medevac is a little bit of trouble. So there's the Marine showing up to protect it, though.
Yeah, Cyclone plus Raven behind this, and triple CC. And we also get triple Nexus, but also we have aggression. Ooh, look how aggressive Showtime is being. Dude, he's ready to fight this thing. Phoenix a bit far back, in my opinion.
Yeah. Gonna be able to get rid of the mine at least before the medevac retreats everything else, and he's still gonna step forward. Obviously, a little wild until Blink. Oracle can drop the Revelation down, give him an idea of where units are positioned. Yeah, without Blink being done, it's hard for him to really get anywhere meaningful right now, no?
Yeah. Double Cyclone, though, instead of tanks. So if this was a tank defense, I'd be kind of okay with Clem's position. But given that this is not tanks at all, like, you can't really fight against high Stalker numbers with just Cyclones, can you? You can try. It's gonna be tough. Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough. I love this stasis. It's very cool. And we're actually gonna blink in. There goes 2 Cyclones. There goes the Raven, probably. And drop the Order Turret down at least, but man, this has been a very good start. 1 Marine sets off the stasis, but now you've got unupgraded Marines against a bunch of Stalkers. That ain't gonna do it. Showtime.
Wow.
Blasting through for a Game 1 victory.
Also, we're 3 Adepts in the natural. I'm not sure if you saw it, but that was a cool move too. They're killing SCVs.
Didn't need to. Full belief on the main base attack. It's pretty sick though. Interesting.
You want to put odds on a PvP?
Not yet. I don't think he PvPs yet.
Really?
Yeah. I think he waits
one more Terran?
I think he waits another game. Yeah, I feel like this game was a bit odd already. Right? So he's like, yeah, you know, he proxy Stargated me and stuff. I feel like game 2, maybe where it starts.
Yeah. I like it. This was what we call like kind of a build order victory, though, isn't it? Like, not a lot of execution involved here.
No,
like, what was done obviously was correct out of Showtime, but this was really a thinking man's game, more so than anything else.
Yeah, no. That's a good point. It's true.
Yeah.
All right, game number 2, kicking off. It's going to be Tokamak. And Showtime has the lead in this finals here today.
Yeah, good old Showtime. You know what it is with Showtime?
Tell me.
Is that he wins a lot. Yet, when you think of him, it's almost never he's the tournament favorite, you know?
And
he also doesn't win a lot of tournaments. But he does just win a lot of games against very high-level players. This has to probably be the most frustrating position to be in, where it feels like you have very reasonable chances against every player in the entire world, yet you're never winning it, you know? And he got pretty close, no, at Home Story Cups?
Yep, twice.
Twice. Man, it freaking sucks. I don't know what
You
to
know,
tell you
it's
about
it is wild because, like I say, I'd never picked Showtime as my favorite to win, but then I'm not surprised if Showtime, like, to me, Showtime has no play he can't beat, right?
Yeah.
And that's such a weird position to be in because then it's just like he's just like, his style of play, I guess, is just like, it's very good, but sometimes has consistency issues, and just stringing those series together clearly is not easily done.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be frustrating. It has to be frustrating. As he's going to go in for a scout here, and he's going to see, look at that. A little SCV plus a barracks. He's happy to see that. Nexus before core for Showtime. So we're expecting a Stalker opener here over an Adept as the first unit. And then maybe going into a Sentry. Showtime has been one of the players that has been vocal about liking Stalker into Sentry and then still going for like 3 or 4 gate blink attacks. We've seen that quite a bit out of him in the past. So very aggressive Stalker plays, despite playing the Sentry. And it's something that Clem will need to keep in mind. It's very often when people see a Sentry, they're like, oh, this is just going to be, you know, safe and solid. You're going to get a fast third base, but not necessarily the case with Showtime. So something we're going to need to keep an eye on. Reactor comes down after the first Reaper. Do we go for a high ground CC then here? Surely. Surely we do, as the Reaper makes its way across the map.
Yep. So Reaper goes the other side. CC high ground. And away we go for a couple of moments. Reaper's going to get into this main base, and we'll have a chance to jump onto a probe before the Stalker shows up. A little grenade tonight. A little teeny bit of mining. And that will be the Reaper Scout for the moment.
Absolutely. As a Reaper scouted as possible. CC goes down. We have a tech lab as well. So there's a couple of directions you can go with this. Usually it's going to be a Cyclone. We have seen like an instant swap onto another tech lab or something like that. And then the starport builds a Banshee, whatever is the version, or a Raven. It is unlikely to see that. We're unlikely to see that right now. Yeah, I'm liking the feeling of a Cyclone drop.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
Extremely neat even. Triple gate for our good friend Showtime. It's gonna start his blink right now. Does get pretty much full information as to what the hell is going on. Sees the Cyclone pop out. No instant follow-up on the factory. There's two things you can do. You can either start a tank here, or you can swap the factory and build another tech lab. These are kind of the two options that you have. Okay, we're gonna swap another tech lab. Probably Banshee as a follow-up. Raven is a possibility. We're seeing that third gas come down as well instantly. And it's going to be Banshee plus Cloak. Most likely. As Clem moves across the map here with the 4 Marines and the Cyclone.
A little bit of pressure then as the setup comes in behind. Good hallucination, going to see pretty much everything. And the unit's in good position as well. Obviously the Cyclone locks on and have to force that back. Good targeting. You get straight back onto the medevac. Now he takes that out. The Cyclone was low. No missed volley there for Showtime and really limiting what Clem can do with those units. And now you can't come back in with the medevac being that low, so that's just the end of that. And Showtime loses the probe to the Reaper, unfortunately. So out to the third base is going to be Clem's smallest win, but only his only win as well.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this. Banshee 1 should be out somewhere. Yeah, it's going to go towards the bottom side. We have a battery going up for Showtime. Showtime, yeah, he scouted the Banshees as well. And I'm expecting... What am I expecting? Kind of a 1-1-1 push, except Clem is pretty supply block. It's delaying his tank move out by quite a bit. What is this going to be, Wardy? We're not cutting Marines, so most likely a 1-1-1 push instead of that fast third CC. How are we feeling for Showtime as he adds in 2 more gateways? Dude, he's defending. Oh, he's anticipating mech. He's anticipating mech or a push, and he says against both, getting high gateway counts and a lot of units is probably fine.
Yeah, there has been a couple of people trying to bust down the mech while it sets up, which has been sometimes successful, sometimes not so much. I kind of like it here because there's just 2 bases from Clem, right? So a lot of these gateways are going to be spot on, no?
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a 1-1-1 push into a triple CC rather than a triple CC, you know, and then going straight into mech. So we really are putting a lot of eggs into this moving out basket. It looks like a decent basket for now. Let's see how sturdy it actually is. Decent force field, not great. Observer is with this army, means that Banshees can't bully it away. But I think the Marines might be capable of doing just that. This is a lot of damage output here in Clem's army.
Yeah, it really is, and Showtime's just not set up yet. He's had those gateways finishing, but they're not really truly online just yet. They've not been able to produce enough units, so this is hitting a little earlier than Showtime would have liked it to. And this base is just, I mean, it's just going to die, or we're going to have to pull probes. It's going to die anyways. Now he's going to commit anyways. He's going to one-shot the tank and then get the other one straight after. Goes after the Banshees next, so he gets rid of pretty much all the important units here, but he's going to lose the third. He's going to lose a lot of probes. He'll kill everything pretty much, but he's also now losing a lot of stalkers at the end of this as well, because he had to blink in so aggressively. There's no blink out potential, right? There's no kind of saving these units where typically you would be able to. And yeah, he might clean up everything, but at extreme costs.
Extreme cost indeed. Triple CC for Clem's about to finish up. Has a barracks, or sorry, factory 3 and 2. 2 and 3, as most people would say. Is there any distraction on the map? No Banshee, no Raven harass. I guess it wouldn't matter too much. I guess a Banshee in the natural would be great, but I mean, all that Clem really needs to do at this moment is not die. It's not necessarily easy though. Like, there's a lot of stalkers out. there's really a lot of stalkers. Don't forget we have 8 gateways as well and a prism on the way out. Like, there is a chance still for Showtime as he kills this tank pretty much for free. Loses, I think, a Stalker. Banshee now in some trouble here as well. First Hellion goes down. Banshee taking a lot of damage. Prism could enter the main base as well.
Yeah, could come in and help out, and obviously that would be nice to reinforce or just micro extra. And he will go for the reinforcing warping of Zealots. They do have charge, remember, so they're actually pretty powerful in this moment. As Clem has a lack of units, the tank might get jumped on by the Zealots. The Zealots from the natural as well. That tank will go down. The Stalkers are going to be able to get behind the Zealots now, and that's going to be a huge deal breaker. The Banshee has been doing a lot, mind you, and the Cyclone lock-on remains as well for a little bit longer. Zealots trying to get through to Hellions, Marines, SCVs. It's a mess, but it's already 28, 30 SCVs that have died. The Stalkers trying to get rid of the Banshee, and they should be able to do so with their final volley. And it's going to be good enough for Showtime to take game 2 with a 2-0 lead. What a counterattack from Showtime.
What a counterattack, Wardy. Yeah, it felt so good for Clem. And it would have been had he not died.
Yeah, it would have been.
Dying one of these things that famously gets in the way of winning games.
Absolutely. You don't
Dude,
die,
look at
you get to live longer.
Look at the army value graph of Clem. That looks crazy.
Yeah, there's a little bit, isn't it?
That's a steep drop.
Disappears.
Yeah.
Disappears.
Wow. I think if he doesn't lose that tank on the high ground, you know, that unsieged tank, and it's in a safe position, maybe he holds.
It's one of those things where, like, if you can just stop it from getting into the base properly, it's so much easier, right? But then once it's in there, it's complete chaos, and everything falls apart very quickly, especially when the Prism shows up to reinforce the Zealots as well.
Yeah.
I honestly think Showtime just did such a good job of, at least, you know, he lost the base, but he did kill everything, right? And just really reset the army down, and he still had a lot of gateways to just rebuild back on the back of, so allows him to kind of have that one little punching timing. And if it wasn't for that timing, like, Showtime's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, it is. It was a terrible spot. It was unplayable, economically speaking. But he had so many Stalkers. I was surprised by that. Also, another thing that's interesting is that if the Cyclone doesn't lock onto a Stalker to the left, but instead locks onto the Prism, then there's no Zealot war pins.
And then it does get cleaned up.
Yeah, then it get cleaned up. So it's like there's a couple of things. There's like such a thin line between, you know, winning and losing, life and death. What the hell are we waiting for?
Clem.
Spilling the tea again.
Spilling the tea again.
Hate to see it.
He's in a replay.
No, it's not. Right?
He's not? I don't have him on my friend list.
No, he's in menus. Now he's on the game. He was just on the score screen. I think he was upset.
Understandable.
Maybe he wanted to flush it all out of his system, went for a pee.
Yeah. Maybe he made some new tea.
Also possible. I'll spill it again.
Spill it again.
Terran Protoss.
Sticking his Terran.
Wow.
For now. And still. But we're not coming down yet.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I'm not the host.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Imagine a countdown race switch. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Not happening. It's locked. It's TVP still. Lame.
You think we're gonna see mech again?
Yes. I think they've just completely. I think the Terrans have just completely given up on bio. Some of them.
I think so too. I actually think there's a good reason for it.
I think they're having a lot of fun with this as well, even if it's not working all the time. I still think they're having more fun playing this right now and figuring it out than playing the bio.
Yeah, it feels like you're doing something.
Yeah, it feels like you're at least working towards like how something might work or like learning something. It's fresh. So I think it's just fun as well at the moment.
So freaking lootly. All right, bottom right we have a Showtime taking on none other than Clem. It's 2-0 in favor of Showtime. And that means he is one map away from winning his second ever cup on the Wardy Open Mondays.
I believe so, yeah.
Ooh. eBay block? eBay block. It's too late though, isn't it? This SCV.
This is a straight up pylon. On the other side of the map, by the way, as well.
Yeah, there's also a gateway there. Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This is proxy 1 gate. I thought it was going to be like a proxy 2 gate, you know?
Hmm. The max backs build. Oh.
You know what's crazy?
Is that Clem's gonna
Is that
end
I
up
don't
being
actually
blocked
know what happens here.
Oh. Hmm.
eBay block versus this feels like it should be good for the person doing the eBay block because you get some information. If you have a high ground command center against this, it's genuinely good.
Yep.
But there's no low ground shenanigans for Showtime. So Showtime is not even pretending, you know, that he wants to take it. And that should scare Clem. Clem now thinks maybe he's missed it. He's going to block the third base. This is not good. Clem needs to scout the lack of a gateway in the main base. If Clem builds a low ground CC, it's really bad for him.
Obviously, factory first, depot. SCV going to check the other side to see if that's the location of the expand. And Showtime going to come down to the low ground and realize, oh, there's an engineering bay there, so it's going to be him going to the other direction. He does have the money to drop the Nexus down, and he will get it into place, so now Clem knows something's up, because you've only just thrown the expansion down. He's got to be aware that something a little bit weird's going on, and right now he's still sticking toward his main base, too.
Yeah. I mean, this is freaky as hell. This is not a little bit weird. Like, this is proper weird, you know? Why is he moving back with the factory?
Maybe he doesn't want it poked by stalkers. That's my only guess.
Yeah. Hey, reactor's gonna finish. We have 1 unit for the damage output, and we have a mine on the way. Hey, this is the cleanest hold I've seen in my life. I don't think you need a bunker here.
No.
No, you absolutely don't. I think mine or mine tech lab is both, to me, sounds fine. As long as you target with the mine onto the stalker. Ooh, that's not gonna be the case though. Mine definitely needs to move further forward.
I was going to say, step forward a bit so you can actually zone a little bit better. As you lose 1 SCV that's building the bunker. The bunker is going to finish up as there's the tech lab as the next step on the factory. A couple of SCVs went down. But that's all Showtime's going to gain for the moment. As the Twilight Council comes up, his expansion will finish. Obviously, Clem's expansion finishing as well on the high ground here. And we will see where we go to next. But with the Cyclone being able to be built now from Clem, that's going to be a cool possibility to retake some map control nice and quickly.
I think he might have forgotten about his gas for a little bit, though. He's fairly low on it at the moment. Also possible. I mean, it is probably a somewhat improvised response, right? I don't think he's played this particular scenario with an eBay on the map many times before. He's going to get his Cyclone right now. Will not really have money for an instant medevac here either. We'll need to wait a little bit. Could even... So something you can do here, which is kind of cool, is where you get your second factory unit before the medevac. And then you fly your tank with like 4 Marines across the map. We've seen this in the past out of Clem. He did this earlier today as well against Hero, maybe?
Hero, yep.
Or Shameless, one of the two. I think it might have been against Shameless, but yeah. It's not what we're seeing here right now. The natural CC is going to fly over towards its natural base location. You have some gateways coming up. 3 gate, tank. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a Marine Cyclone mine tank push. It's going to have a lot of units. It's going to be tough for Showtime to deal with because he's going to lose power over one of his gateways. So his production is going to be seriously hamstringed there.
Yeah, one of the big issues of proxying the gate is that if you don't get enough out of it, then you lose the gateway. It is an investment. And even supply blocks is a little second or 2 right now. Road facility coming up for him. Maybe even feel like he may just need to get an Immortal out to try and help with some of this pressure coming across, because he does not have a lot of stuff right now at all. He might just have to make use of anything he has access to. There's a tank, there's the extra couple of Marines. Clem is going to come pushing down to the bottom right side of the map, and of course this is a forward base as well, so it's even quicker for Clem to get to.
Yeah, rush distance is very, very short. Benji's being built behind this, but this first push is what, like freaking 12 Marines? 13 Marines, 1 mine, and a Cyclone. They walk into a bar, and the Protoss leaves the bar quickly, because I'm not quite sure if he can survive there. The tank is going to siege up a little bit further forward. 6 Stalkers with a battery. Still have a recharge available. More Stalkers now showing up. 9 Stalkers plus a battery. Zealot is tanking some tank shots. Maybe a blink onto the tank here is the way to go, because you're running out of batteries. Like, you need to clear that tank. The problem is the mine is next to it, right?
Yep, the mine's the big problem, because if you blink in, that's instantly 1 dead Stalker, and obviously a lot of splash as well onto the Stalkers, which is not going to be good for you. He gets the mine first. Brilliant play with the Observer being there. Gets the medevac now. Cyclone will go down, pulls the probes. Nexus is going to live, and he can chase the Marines down. Wow, what a call by jumping onto that mine first. There's another tank here. That's going to be Showtime having to probably back it up a little bit, but for now is absolutely great. Because this did not look like he was going to push it back at all, but he got there.
That was a defense and a half, and behind all of this, Clem just now is starting his third CC. There is no extra production, so it's going to be mech once more for gas before any production facilities. Oh, we got to blink forward on this tank. There's only a single tank remaining right now, Wardy.
Yeah, some of the Stalkers are a little bit beaten up, and obviously no warping across the map would have been nice to reinforce this, but still not bad. We've got the Observer there to see the setup and can potentially decide if he wants to dive toward the main base or not with a few Stalkers as well, try and make action over here. Clem doesn't have vision super well. He just got a tank sieged here in the last couple of moments. We're going to blink in. Now we just have to commit because, yeah, that tank is already in reach and you do not have a blink out for a moment or two. But we get the tank, step away. The double Banshee is a lot of damage, though, and that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that is actually a serious problem. One more Stalker is going to end up dying there. But overall, I think the position for Showtime is actually kind of fine because he has 4 gateways already. He has a forge on the way. He can add more gateways. Like, his production is significantly better than his opponents. These 2 Banshees will need to actually deal damage. If they just stay home and deal no damage, I think Clem is going to be in some trouble. Taking a 3rd base will be hell for him. His marine count isn't great. He doesn't have a great cyclone count either, so he'll need to wait for that. So yeah, nice that you have a 3rd CC, but you're just going to be oversaturated on your main and in your natural base. While Showtime is already efficiently mining from a 3rd, even has a probe already going over towards his 4th base location.
So your Stalker's going to be seeing the Banshees, and there's an Observer there as well, so Clem is right to turn away. Banshees, though, may get a chance to get to the 3rd, but there's a cannon. It's going to help with the defense, although there's still going to be a couple probes going down the edges. And, of course, you've got to protect this Nexus because it is low from earlier, so we can't let that go down. Banshees far enough away, they can't be chased. However, we actually have the rest of the army out on the map, so maybe there is still a chance to catch the Banshees. And that's going to be nice to just remove them from the equation here overall, stop them from coming back in the future. There's an Observer there as well. The Stalkers are hunting. The Observer's going to see them now, and that's going to be 2 dead Banshees.
Yeah, 2 dead Banshees. Does give Clem the opportunity to take his 3rd base, but we have a Prism on the way and 8 gateways. How many Stalkers do we have? 14 Stalkers, 6 Zealots. Ooh, 2 Stalkers. 2 Zealots go down for free. That is a big deal.
Yeah.
4th base here going up for Showtime as well. And these types of Stalker Zealot busts are very powerful, but they also feel very scary. They're often quite committed.
Yep. No, this is definitely one of those moments where you need to break through a Showtime if you're going to send it. And he is warping in Zealots aggressively. He's building an Immortal behind it, but I don't know if that's ever going to get the chance to show up. Moments away from Blue Flame attacking before then would be nice. He had the Observer, so he knows what he'll be attacking into as well. So if he feels like he's got enough, he's just going to send it. And he can collapse in from 2 sides, which will help. The Hellbats are a big deal. They really can deal with the Zealots so nicely.
Ooh.
Push him to the main as well.
Yeah, I like this a lot. There's no Cyclone there, 0 turrets. Barracks is going to move over. No, it's going to be an extra added flank, actually.
Wow.
Doesn't do a whole lot because there's no units that far forward. So the left side attack will just be the left side attack. And here we go. 2 sides. Ooh, the Zealots go onto the depot. The rest blinks in forward. This so far looks like an okay attack for Showtime, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because he's just going to lose a lot. The Hellbats are going to get rid of the Zealots on the right side, no problem. And the Stalkers are just melting. He gets rid of the tanks, but that is it. And then the Cyclones afterwards are able to play cleanup. Showtime with another warp in, but his army supply is not good enough, and Clem is going to make a defense there. As I really feel like the Zealots on the left side, they didn't do anything.
Didn't help.
They
I
just got
thought it was
stuck.
still going to be fine. When he was on top of that army and there was nowhere to kite, I was like, alright, this looks okay. Your Zealots are smashing. These mech fights are... I just have way less experience with them, to be honest. I feel like Showtime probably felt the same as me. Like, okay, there's really not that much stuff left. I can just kind of go on to it and win the game. Because to me, it felt like a somewhat good enough fight. And he pulls back kind of late. But yeah, I mean, 8 Zealots attacking a depot, that is obviously not the optimal use of a charge.
Yeah. I think if the Prism goes into the main base, it's so much more complex. Because the units you have to move into the main to deal with that really weakens the front. The fact everything was joined together for Clem and clumped up really made that the whole that it was. Now we're going to be seeing Clem obviously looking to push on forward. Those Blue Flame Hellbats are terrifying for the Zealots, but that's the majority of what Showtime has. A few Stalkers as well. More's getting locked onto, so their barrier's already being broken down here. As we're actually going to see the Stalkers just stepping onto the map and looking to hit reinforcements rather than actually trying to engage this army straight up just yet. Try to buy as much time as you possibly can. But yeah, Cyclone lock-ons are terrifying, and you can see those Stalkers just melting. Now the Zealots are going to show up. This is nowhere near a good enough fight for Showtime. He's going to melt and Clem is going to take a map in this final.
Yeah, absolutely. Clem with a beautiful mech game is going to be taking a big W over here. This is forces split. Immortals are going to get pushed back. Got to pick up. Oh, nice. The Showtime's control is actually very solid. Like, he just does the right things every single time. Prism is going to die, though, sadly. As Clem here moving towards a victory. Moving towards a victory. As probes are dying. Stalkers and Zealot by themselves are not going to be good enough. I like the attempt of like picking up the reinforcement semi-base trade when you're on 5 bases against 3. That is cool, but yeah, it's just simply not good enough. We're going to get a flank over here. Immortal moves in forward. Zealot's dishing out some damage as well. But the healing on the Hellbats is actually doing quite a bit. It makes them quite tanky. Yeah, Cyclones behind it as well. Some serious damage there, and I mean, I still believe this is going to be it.
Yeah, I mean, hard to really say otherwise, right? You know, the Hellbats are surprisingly good. Like, they're generally very tanky. They stand up in front. I really feel like the answer to a lot of this mech stuff may just be figuring out what we're going to do to get rid of the Hellbats. Because I feel like them being the front line has been such an issue lately. GG's, Clem just take this game.
Yeah, I really think that having like storms and something that's underrated here might be feedbacks as well on the Medivacs.
Knock the healing down.
Yeah, because like every single time you storm the Hellbats, it's like, oh, storm, whatever. You just heal up a bit, you know? Because there's no stim. You have so much energy left over every single time. So you actually are healing up most of your Hellbats pretty quickly. And also Hellbats, you know, there's just less of them. So less Medivacs is also fine. It's what it feels like. Like you're healing up like 10 Hellbats much quicker than you're healing up like 20 Marines and 8 Marauders or whatever. So, I don't know, it just feels like feedbacking them and then storming, you know, that would help a lot already. There's one thing that we haven't seen yet out of Clem, by the way, and that is the kind of the boosting with the Medivacs, which is what Hero Marine did a lot when he played this style.
Yeah, like boosting forward and the Hellbats like on top of everything. Very fun. Magnatha, big map. Game 4.
Huge. Massive.
Huge. Massive map.
Very decent.
Very decent.
Absolutely. Very decent.
Even better than very decent being absolutely very decent.
Absolutely very decent. One of the more decent maps in this pool, Wardy.
Oh, lovely. Nice size for running mech units around, actually. Especially these nice fast mech units.
True.
Showtime bottom right, Clem upper left. Showtime still obviously up 2-1 and looking for victory. If he can just win one more game. Obviously the start last game was maybe not too great, but he kind of got back into it. Just couldn't make it happen on the big bust. What will happen here for game 4? Gas first.
Gas first out of Showtime. Do you think he's gonna proxy Stargate with this?
Just hit as soon as possible and get some damage done.
I mean, really, you only get gas first if you're playing, if you want to play Stargate, because you don't really need that much gas usually for anything else. Like, you can do it with other things as well, there's no problem, but I like it. I like what I'm seeing here, Wardy. I have a fast assimilator here. It doesn't really delay your core if you go for a no-scout nexus into core, so it's an intelligent move to make. You see it frequently in PvZ as well. Now, Clem hasn't really been worker scouting a whole lot. I'm not expecting it this time either. And I want to see a Marine first.
Playing on the barracks.
There you go. You saw he started a Reaper to
He did,
trick
but then
you?
he cancels it, yeah. He tricked me too.
No, not that he didn't trick me. I never felt it was.
You
to trick
never
specifically.
believed it? Just, yeah, okay.
No. Clem messaged me before and he said, I'm gonna trick Wardy, watch this. That didn't actually happen. Clem doesn't message me. He only messages people within a 500 MMR range.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a block. It's like a specific social feature that you can turn on. Blizzard recently introduced it. You know it's a lie because Blizzard introduces nothing. We laugh and we cry. All right, Stalker coming out, Warp Gate on the way. It's not going to be a proxy Stargate. Complete no-scout here out of Showtime. What is he doing? Stalker into Sentry. It's going to be what we are seeing here. And on the side of Clem, we have a factory. Yeah, after just a marine factory reactor, very standard stuff, so nothing crazy. Hellion is the first unit into a starport. Could maybe go for like a 6 marine drop or double mine drop. Both are viable options.
And see what he chooses. It's the Twilight Council from Showtime, and waiting to see what exactly is indeed next on this list. We've got the Hallucination going to take a flight across the map as well, so we can head to the top and get in there. Again, a little bit of scouting availability, see what's up, see what's happening. To try and keep track of what the Terran wants to do, keep you in a good place. We throw 2 more gateways down as we ready ourselves to still make use of that Twilight Council with Blink. So we're going to have ourselves the 3-gate Blink for the moment. That's going to be Showtime with a good amount of Stalkers to utilize. So we'll be hoping that that's enough to keep him from taking any damage here early on.
Yeah. Medevac is going to rally onto the natural. I think it's going to be the mine drop. Mine drop 6 marine is what I'm feeling here. Ooh. And then straight into Banshee. 3rd gas as well. I cannot actually believe it that within like the time of like 1.5 weeks, every Terran is now just playing mech. You know what's funny is that Hero Marine was the one who started it, right?
He was doing it ages ago.
Yeah, he was doing it ages ago. And you know what he would say?
Yeah, what?
No, I was just trolling. That's not what Hero Marine sounds like at all, but you get my point. He was just trolling a little bit. It's crazy. And then he would be blasting like Showtime and Maxpacks on the ladder with it as well.
Now it's been picked up by everyone. Hero was kind of one of the first to adopt it a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Here he is. Ooh, what am I onto the Stalkers? Is nice. Go for a couple probes at the end. Those final Marines getting some damage done. There's the attack onto the 3rd at the same time. Just the Hellion running through, but that will go down. I'm going to re-hallucinate and again just keep that scouting up on the other side again.
I mean, this is a great start for Showtime. Like, actually one of the best possible starts for Showtime. You have a battery going up in the main base. We have a Robo that's going to... Ooh, it's going to be pretty tight with the cloak, but I think it will just barely be fine, especially because the Banshee seems to be going into the main. If that went into the natural, Showtime might have been in some trouble, but it's not. And, I mean, as a result, I think Showtime is very happy what's been going on here.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. We have ourselves the setup defensively is looking reasonable as the probe just gets saved by the battery finishing in time, and now we got the observer popping. Stalker's actually going to get underneath to push the Banshee away. It shouldn't go down, right? One last volley is too far away, so Banshee lives, but nicely set otherwise. Command Center coming through, get a couple of extra factories down, mech confirmed. In case it wasn't already with the gases, but yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Mac absolutely confirmed over here. We have an eBay going up, extra depots as well. Ooh, that hallucination scouted the Banshee. I'm not sure if... Oh, yeah, okay, Showtime saw it. Showtime had insane map control. He's going to play Robo Bay here.
Yep. Bring that up and online. The Robo Bay come in and change it up a little bit. Go away from the Storm. I was saying this the other day, kind of what we think about maybe like Colossus just to knock down the Hellbat front line.
Hell yeah. No, it's good. Like if you have... if you get Storm into Colossus, that's freaking good. But even if you just get Colossus with some Sentry Stalker, like it's so hard. Especially if you have a Prism with it. Every time they want to lock, like you move the Colossus forward and you just pick up with the Prism, right? You shoot, you pick up, you shoot, you pick up. Like Cyclones can properly lock on. You need to play quite kind of aggressive with it, but it's definitely viable. I am wondering something here, Wardy. Is there a chance that Showtime looked at it and kind of is autopiloting into Colossus to deal with Bio?
I mean, there could be. There's always going to be that possibility, right? Because, I mean, this could be just a versus Bio setup.
Yeah. 6 gas right now before Fort Base. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's going to add in a Templar Arcus as well. Like, I don't necessarily mind this against mech. I'm curious if he knows, because his hallucination got stopped as well before. So we're going to get that info now, because this hallucination will get the scout, seize the barracks. Yeah, let's see if there's going to be any major changes. Okay, he's triple Banshee, some Some other stuff adds in a cannon. No, it seems to be continuing down the same path pretty much.
Yeah, seems to be happy with what he invested into already. Colossus coming out, and we get ourselves another robo facility going down, so we can increase the production on those robo units. Do we think then, do we go to a few Colossus, and then do we add any disruptors on, do you think? Do we just keep building Colossus? What's
Immortal, maybe?
Oh yeah, maybe Immortals later on could be good.
So you go
well.
like Colossus, Immortal, maybe like half of this. I don't think you need disruptors if you have Colossus, to be honest. But yeah. I think Colossus into Immortal. So the eventual counter to Colossus would be tanks, in my mind, right? And then once tanks are out, you can have like a high Immortal count. That might be neat. It seems like theoretically like it makes some sense to me. So we're going to have a 3 Banshee squad that's going to get surrounded by observers and stalkers on every side. 1 Banshee will go down, kills a pylon, but that's not worth it. Vikings on the way. Oh, Vikings as the counter to Colossus. Cyclone, Hellbat, Viking. Instead of tanks.
But then you have...
So you kind of remain mobile. Huh.
Yeah, but then you have the Archons coming up as well, so Showtime will... And he's also going to start building Immortals. I kind of like where Showtime goes to.
Do we? Yeah? Yeah, no, I like it too. I'm just curious. I don't know how this is going to pan out.
Very interested in how the fight's going. You can see already that first Cyclone gets eliminated very quickly. A lot of the supply for Clem right now, remember, are the Marines, and those few Marines are just going to kind of get eliminated very quickly, so that kind of brings the supplies a little bit closer together than what you're seeing on the numbers tab right now as well.
Yeah, but Showtime really needs to stop this army from kind of setting up shop. He's going to go for a Zealot run by. These are always very hit and miss against Hellion Cyclone. And Clem is just kind of fake pushing here. So he's really using it like that. This is such a technical game. I don't really entirely know what should be happening. Usually I have a decent clue as what the Protoss should be doing, but right now, I actually don't. Like,
it's a weird situation.
Is attacking viable?
I wonder if just trying to poke from afar is viable, because you can laser beam so much with the Colossus and just kind of kite backward a little bit. It's just so scary with the Cyclone lock-ons. If you don't have enough fire output to stop them chasing you, then it feels like you give away free units, right?
Yeah. Double starport, by the way. So Viking production is at a serious level. Clem is maxed out. This is going to be my first real macro game that I see with mech as well.
Oh, yeah?
Like in this type of composition setup. Oh, a couple of Marines are going to get taken out. Tank in the back. Siege is up. Okay, and here we go.
He's going to go in, but that's way too much of a choke point. You're just funneling Zealots through straight into the Hellbats there. That's just not going to work. Stalkers and the Archons need to turn around and get rid of those Vikings maybe and try and protect the Colossus a little bit, but they're not really hitting the Vikings. They're going for the ground army. Showtime's just losing a lot of stuff, and then the chase potential of the Terran army, as always, is great. You shut down the run by, but yeah, it's time to kind of make a getaway, and it's another Immortal, which I think is going to go down now. The Prism goes down trying to save it, and we didn't even save it. Showtime pulled out so many units. Just he took one kind of bad fight in, and the moment he took that bad fight in, he never found a way to get away from this Terran force, which is chasing the entire way across the map.
What the hell? Cyclone's going absolutely ham right now. I think Clem's winning this game.
Yeah, me too. I mean, this was just monstrous, right? Like, Showtime just lost so much, so consistently. Now you get the probes here going down, and Clem is going to be able to take a game number 4, it seems like, because Showtime has so little. You're going to lose bases, some production. I mean, there's nothing to stop Clem just continuing to walk on forward as well. But so many of the units right now from Showtime are just going to hit into these Hellbats and just waste their shots in comparison to what's coming out on the other side, you know?
Yeah. Vikings could land at this point, by the way. Help out. There's not a whole lot of Colossi here anymore. There they come. Decent damage output as well, these Vikings, especially against Zealots. They do so much. Cyclone's on the floor dealing a lot of damage too. Banshee, Cyclone, Hellbat. As Clem ties up the series 2-2 with a big mech win.
Yeah, big mech win. And definitely felt like he was in trouble at points. Just Showtime did not find the fight he was looking for. He poked a bit too hard up that ramp.
Wardy.
Awesome.
How long has the Cyclone been bugged now? How long did it take the Terrans to find out?
Months. Year and a year.
2 minutes, please. Bathroom. Disgusting.
Allowable.
2 minutes? Slow beer.
Big house. No? It's got that money.
Oh, it's also true, yeah. Yeah, but if you have a big house, you also usually have multiple
Yeah,
bathrooms as
maybe-
well. It's
maybe-
not like you buy a villa with one bathroom in the basement.
Well, no,
Wardy.
okay, but like
Maybe
there's
that's
like
what they do in
there's
England
like
because they're.
it's
Oh,
like that
go
middling
ahead.
size, right? Where it's like big house, but not big enough to just have a bathroom near every room.
I mean, well, like it's still going to be on every floor. Like, what is the maximum walk time going to be? Like 10 seconds? Like, how slow is he? Also, if you have like a big enough house, then you probably should have the, you know, the things that the mall cops drive on. What's that called?
The mall cops, the scooter things, or
Yeah. What are they called? The one where you balance your weight forward and
the
then they go fast.
hoverboards.
No.
Oh, you bounce your
Godmachtig.
weight.
Yeah, it's probably the same technology. There's a name for this thing.
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you mean. Segways.
Segways, yeah, segways. A segway. Like, you'd have a segway in your room to quickly go to the toilet, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah,
actually, a
that's-
hoverboard also isn't bad. Have
that-
you ever stood
that-
on a hoverboard?
No, I haven't. That's not what I was thinking of, but yeah, I was thinking of a hoverboard, but
I would love to go onto a segway too. Or I've never been on a segway or a hoverboard actually. You
Yeah,
know, have you ever seen these people driving around on the wheel?
the wheel.
Yeah. It's
No.
like a Segway, but without, you know, Segways have like a stick, like a handlebar thing you hold yourself onto. They just have a wheel. There's no stick. And they have a remote in their hand for speed, I think.
Wow, that's wild.
They go freaking fast. That is a recipe for disaster. I've seen them drive across at high speed. I can't remember where I was. I'm pretty sure these things are illegal in the Netherlands. It's called a one wheel. Google that.
A one
Like,
wheel.
it looks freaking crazy.
Oh, I see. So it's like, oh yeah,
It
Oh,
goes
yeah,
fast
yeah,
as
yeah.
hell as well. Like, it's actually insane.
yeah, that's crazy.
It's like a skateboard with one big wheel in the middle, and you go. Like, they go like 50 or something.
No, that seems dangerous.
Alright, this one has a top speed of 32 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I mean, if you have
That's
to brake
stupid.
fast enough, you're freaking dead.
Yeah, that seems dangerous.
One wheel, you just lean forward. Which is the one with the remote? I've seen them with a remote. I'm 90% sure. Or maybe he was just holding his phone in his hand, which would have made it even more dangerous than it already was. Like, he was going down a hill fast as hell. I can't remember where I saw it.
But if it's down a hill, there's the gravity aspect as well.
Yeah, it's true. The gravity, I hadn't considered that.
Maybe he just had maybe it was just his phone.
It's possible
You were
it's
just
fun,
amazed by gravity and you thought it was like a mechanized thing, but it's actually just the world working.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't even have one. It was just a skateboard. It wasn't even electric. He's just going really fast on a skateboard down a hill. Oh, look at this. We're going to see a proxy barracks here at legitimately the craziest location that I've ever seen. Freaking Clem, man.
Game 5?
Just when you think he can't innovate any further, he just innovates further.
Yeah, he really does, huh?
If you are on the left side of the ramp, do you have vision of that? Feels like you would, no?
I mean, it's extremely close.
So if you click on the left side to build your nexus, and you bounce, is it just barely out of range? Like you walk like this?
Maybe you just,
you
maybe
take
just
the
is perfectly out of
middle.
range.
It says you take this path. But you should never hit the top part of the ramp.
Yeah,
because
you
of-
never hit the
need
top
to-
left, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I see the SUV. Oh, yeah, but it's too late already. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bunker goes down. Reaper on the way. Proxy in full swing.
Salad factory at home. Late second gas as a result. So this Reaper is going to have 20 seconds of no range unit. How many worker kills are we expecting? I'm saying 2.
2.
Yeah.
2 seems reasonable.
You can't say that after you wait 10 seconds and you see that one has gone
Oh,
down.
I
Then you do
disagree
the
with
quick math of 20 seconds or 10 seconds one, probably 2.
No, I was just, I didn't even think that far ahead. That was too complex. I was just.
You're
disagreeing
still
with
wrong. It's awful.
you. Yeah, I mean, 2 seemed reasonable to me. Seemed like
It
a
did
good
seem
guess. I
reasonable.
didn't. Like, you basically, after you asked me to guess, then I'm like, you know, I either agree with you or I go different. I didn't know what to do, so I just agreed with you.
No, that's true. And you ended up being wrong.
Yeah.
Never bet on me.
Never listen to you
Yes.
again.
Yeah, true.
Last
Okay,
time.
2 Reapers here in a bunker. Oh, and there's going to be like a 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion run by later. I guess it's going to be 3 Reaper, 1 Hellion because this thing is proxied. Oh, this pilot is serious trouble too, by the way. That is pretty busted.
Oh, trying to block, doesn't work. Just get in and get out. SCV repaired for a second, gets back in. As you are going to see the bunker really putting work in just to try and keep it alive as long as possible. Man, really wants to keep this bunker alive. And now the Stalkers have taken serious damage. An extra Reaper showing up, and we're actually going to keep the bunker alive after so much investment to get rid of it. Wow.
Can you... There's no battery in the main base. These Stalkers are going to remain poor forever. 4th Reaper on the way. This is the first time I've seen that. Battery goes down onto the natural base, which is at the 3rd base location. Bunker is not going down. I'm afraid here for Showtime. He might just lose all of his units.
Yeah, that's looking really bad, man. We're going to be chasing up for that Stalker as well, and he still doesn't break through the bunker. Oh no, this is becoming beyond disastrous almost. Going to come over here and kill the... Yeah. I mean...
We still have 3 Reapers in the bunker here, so he's going to get... Oh, maybe 1 more Stalker. No, Stalker stays alive, but all the workers are going to go down onto the natural base. There is a CC behind this, and now he's going to go up with 4 Reapers and 2 Hellions. He wins.
Yeah. He's going to get rid of the Stalkers. The next Stalker's still on the way. GG's, and Showtime's 2-0 lead disintegrates. And Clem gets the 3-2 victory. The reverse sweep is good. Showtime 2nd place 2 weeks in a row. Felt like he had it today.
Reverse sweep.
Yeah, reverse sweep. Clem just pulling it through. And
crazy.
Stayed Terran the whole time as well. I don't know if that's more of an achievement.
Yeah, and with Mac. Mac and All-Ins. Mac and Proxy.
No
what
stim?
a guy. No stim. 0 stims.
Yeah, no, this is becoming a thing. Like, no sim. This is going to be like a YouTube thumbnail and like title for like a week or 2.
This is my YouTube thumbnail.
No, if you want, you don't want it for this series though. You want to cast the Clem Max Facts from the other day.
I don't have that. Where is it from?
I have it surely. I think
Send it over to me.
Summer Championship. Yeah, but it's definitely the title's definitely the no stim best of 5.
Clem researches stim 0 times.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. I'll figure out a good way to
bracket
phrase
finals. He also played at Grizz. He was against Classic as well. So he played
the
the first game against Classic. He played not Mech, right? And then he
lost.
lost.
Don't spoil it.
And yeah, there's a thing.
Send over. I'm curious. I can't wait for it.
I'll put them I'll put them in the folder.
Put them in the folder.
Yeah.
ASAP, Wardy. We're all waiting for it.
Love it.
Okay, are you still streaming something or no?
No, I'm just gonna wrap up. So.
Oh, I'm wrapping up too, man.
I'll probably end up hosting whoever you host because we always host the same people.
Okay, that's who do we host? Loco?
Loco painting.
He's painting?
Yeah. He's
That's
on.
not.
Oh no, I just saw Warhammer.
He's playing Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War.
I just assumed he was painting his Warhammers, man.
No, lame. Okay, I'll host him. All right. I'll see you later, man.
Ciao.
Ciao. I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, see you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, guys. I got a couple shout outs to come back through, so I'll just work backwards on this. Bob Fernan, thank you so much for the £15 donation. C-Code on the 42-month resub. No. Thank you so much for the 24-month resub, 2 years. Hell yeah. NG Renko on the 8-month resub on the Prime, and I believe that's us caught up on shout outs. What a wedding stream this was, yes. The pre-wedding final stream before the wedding. There we go. Got there in the end. Oh. The final stream before the wedding. Incredible. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support, the donations, and so on. Obviously, donations kind of went crazy today. All carried by Kalaris. Hey. But yeah, we even had a ridiculous sub count as well. I guess we obviously had a bit of a sub hype coming through too, so that does make sense. It does make sense. Awesome. Just trying to think if there's anything else for me to say or do, but I don't think so. I think I'm just off to go and tidy the house. Should you tell Helen? No, I'll tell Helen, James. Don't you worry about it. Look, you sent it through the stream. If it's through the stream, it's officially part of, I get taxed on that, So, it's officially a StarCraft donation. Just because you say wedding, it doesn't count like that. You can pretend all you like. Yeah. It's okay, James. I'll just say I'll use it on some Pokemon cards.
I got so, you know what? My local store, finally had cards for like the first time in forever the other day, Kilaris. Like I walked in, and there wasn't just like one product that had just been stocked that day. There was like actual like a choice of what you could buy. I was like, what? This is crazy. Actually crazy. But yeah, so guys, I'm not going to be back until probably a week on Thursday. Because obviously doing wedding stuff beforehand. People are still here just after. I mean, Helen are going away for like a night. So probably like a week on Thursday. So it'll be like 10 days. And then probably just going to do like some replay casts on the Thursday and on the Friday. And then probably the Comeback TV Maestros tournament on the Saturday. Like I'll probably do like a bunch of the group stages of that tournament from replays. Because I'm not going to get a cast otherwise. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. So like I say, I'm not going to be here for the next 10 days or so. So yeah, I'll not be here for obviously any of the Maestros group stages and stuff, but I think we'll get the replays and cast some replays of like the best matches of the group stage. I think that sounds pretty fun. But yeah, I just can't really, we're just busy. Stuff going on, obviously, so thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you all. I'm going to send a set of ads. Next time you see me, I'll be a married man, yeah? Yeah, I'll be a different kind of life, you know? So I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe I come back. Maybe I'm a married man. I'm just like, you know, StarCraft's no longer the love of my life. It's over, you know? No, surely not. Go the honeymoon. It's okay. You'll see me before the honeymoon. I'm not going on a honeymoon yet. So, yeah. Marriage without kids is just a long date. Sounds great. The longest date. Nice. Alright, guys. Thanks so much. We appreciate you. Like I say, I'll be back on the week on Thursday, so enjoy other StarCraft streams until then. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. I'll run a set of ads on the outro. There will, if you're really dying for StarCraft content, there will be YouTube uploads. I'm going to queue a bunch of those up, so there should be YouTube uploads most days unless I forget to get to them. But there should be. So there will be YouTube uploads. So if you are looking for StarCraft, obviously it's stuff we've already casted, but there will be YouTube uploads, so you can check that out on the YouTube channel. I'll throw the link on the Twitch chat for that already. Obviously go subscribe there, and all of that kind of stuff. Alright, thank you so much, guys. See you guys in a week and a bit. You guys have a great day. Bye.